is Tyler?
Uh-oh.
Oh, there is Tyler. Okay.
Hey, what's up? What's up, guys?
Hey, everyone. Oh, where did Tyler go? Oh,
Uh-oh.
there he is. Tyler keeps disappearing. There he is.
Hey,
All
can,
right.
can you hear me okay?
I hear you. Let's get some feedback from the group here. Can you guys hear us okay?
Yeah, let us know. We're trying out a new way of doing this.
Yes, my man. I guess you hear us okay?
Yeah, let us know as soon as you guys are hearing
There we
us
go.
okay.
Jacobian says it's good.
Audio's good. Jacobians. Thanks, man. Jacobian's in the house right now. Let's see here. Hope y'all are having a good Saturday or no, Friday night. Yeah, I'm getting my days mixed up. It's crazy.
Yeah, that's right. I was off from work today, so to me, yesterday felt like Friday, but I actually get 2 more weekend days, I guess. That's good.
All
So,
right. Well, hey guys, welcome to a brand new My Retro Live. We're here on a Friday night with cousin Manny in the house once again in the driver's seat. We are going to do NES games tonight, and it's going to be awesome. I'm really excited to see more NES games, see Manny play more NES games that we didn't get to last time. Last time around, he beat Batman. He actually beat Batman at the end of the night, and that was pretty fun, wasn't it?
yeah, to pull back the curtain a little bit, turns out that it was really late for us, but it also turns out that I was COVID positive, and
Oh
I
my
managed
gosh,
to
I know
pull,
it's crazy.
yeah, didn't have any symptoms, but I guess it just goes to show you perseverance. I was able to still overcome Batman, a game that I don't think I've ever legitimately beaten without the use of like save states. So that
Yeah,
was actually fun to do that.
rock solid. You can request Darkwing Duck. There's a donation link at the top of the page. I'm going to put it in the description as well.
All right.
Yeah, we're taking requests. We're going to start with let's see. Well, let's go ahead and just start a game, and then any donations that come through, you guys get queued up for the next game that we play tonight. Which we went like 3 hours last week. So there should be a lot of games that we're going to get to. Um, and this is Darkwing Duck on NES. If you do request it, rock solid. Uh, let's see here. Why don't we go ahead and jump into just a random game, Manny? How are you on Adventures of Dino Riki? You ever play that game? That's a
I
really challenging game.
I have. I know how challenging it is. Can say I've never beaten it, but I've gotten pretty far. So yeah, let me get that one going here.
Okay, cool.
Dino Riki.
I used to love that game, even though I could barely get anywhere in it.
All right. Please let us know if you can hear the game okay as well.
That game sounds good on my end.
All right, good. It's a little soft on my end, but that might just be my settings.
I don't know if the alert box is working, but we are getting requests. So thank you. Big thank you to. I swear, guys, we're going to figure out this alert box one day.
Yeah.
We've got some requests here. One from Gary. And let me go ahead and pull open the Streamlabs window so I can read your texts.
Yeah, hopefully you guys don't mind the fanfare of the alert box, but it always works when we test it out, and then for whatever reason it won't work when we're live.
Well, I know for me personally, I like that thing because whenever I donate to somebody, it gives me like a little bit of a dopamine shot. But let's see here.
See, the problem is Dino Riki's running too fast now. I got too many speed ups. So I have to avoid those shoes. It's like in Gradius. If you get too many speed ups, it's just... the game is way too difficult at that point.
Yeah.
Audio is perfect. Alright, thanks guys.
Awesome. Glad to hear it.
One day we'll peel back the curtain and show you how this setup is mangled together. Sometimes it amazes me that it even works, but it does.
Yeah, we're not having the problem with the latency issues now. Okay, first one that came in was from Rock Solid Productions. He wants to see Darkwing Duck next, so we'll play like a different stage. I know we played that one last time, so we'll play like a different stage than we did last time. And then let's see, Mike, I believe. Yeah, Mike, thank you for your $5 donation, man. Let us know what game you'd like us to play, and I'll get that. We'll get that in the queue. And then after Mike's request is one from JRM112, and he asks us to play Flying Dragon and the Secret Scroll. I'm not familiar with that game.
So if you're wondering why, neither am I. If you're wondering why it just died there, it's because cousin Mikey decided to start texting me while we were doing this, saying that the chat wasn't working. But he's right there saying hello.
Oh, there he is. So it is working. Hey, Mikey. Mikey's in the house. Everybody say hi to Mikey. He's not in my house. He's in his house. But he's collectively in all of our houses.
Cousin Mikey.
How you doing, Mikey?
He had other plans tonight, otherwise he would be joining us on this video chat here.
Yeah, he had plans to watch us. Hey, what's up? Oh yeah, let me pay attention to the chat here. We've got a lot of people watching right now. I got over 20 people watching. We got Michael, what's up? What's up? Fumecon asks, what game is this? This is The Adventures of Dino Riki on the NES. This is the game that started the stream this evening, and we've got a few requests already that came in via Streamlab donations. Thank you guys again so much for those donations. Juan Garcia, good evening, everyone. Hope all is well. All is well, Juan. Hope you're doing well. Ovaldinho. Hopefully I got your name right. Ovaldinho says, finally around to watch one of these live. Good to see cousin Mikey around too. Lance, hey Lance, how you doing? Watching from Orlando. Just finished a Disney tour. Wow, that's cool. Maybe somebody will request Adventures in the Magic Kingdom just for you.
Doesn't this remind you of Frogger right here?
This is a lot like Frogger right here. It's somebody could do a ROM if they wanted to and put Frogger in like a shooter.
I want to go beat up what's the first boss, like a pterodactyl or something?
Yeah, first boss is a pterodactyl.
Yeah, I never beat this. I have played it. I never had it, but I've played it just to check it out, and I've gotten pretty far.
It's a really charming game. It really is. I love the graphics. I love the music. It's really relaxing in this first stage.
Is this IREM? Or is it
this was Hudson Soft.
Hudson?
Yeah.
Okay. Whoa.
Yeah, it is a lot like the Valkyrie games on the PC Engine. I agree. Legend of Valkyrie? Namco?
I don't know that one. Or those.
Yeah, the only place that got released in America was on the Namco Museum Volume 4, I think, or something like that, or 5.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's a really cool top-down platformer, though, like this, with really cool scaling effects.
Whoops, took damage. You know what I like? You said the Namco Museum. The Switch really has a bunch of great compilations.
Yeah, it does. Man, I just love the Switch, man. It's such a great console. All right, we got a few more requests coming in here. We got one from Miguel Ramos that's going to happen later on. Miguel, let us know in the chat what you'd like us to see. And sorry, Martin, Mike, if I missed the game that you would like us to play, let me know. Let me know again what that was. And then
Sorry, go ahead.
Rock Solid Productions, another donation for. We will have to stop the donations, like multiple requests. Probably if it gets to be too many requests, but you want us to play WrestleMania. He says, "What you gonna do, brother, when WrestleMania on the NES runs wild over you?" We'll get that on for you, man. Thank you for your donation. WrestleMania was a good one. That one was developed by Rare, actually.
Oh, good. That's probably one of the better quality ones then.
Yeah, it's fun. It's got a good soundtrack. You know, David Wise, he did all the music. It's funny how this guy, David Wise, he basically did all the music for Rare, and then he went on to do Donkey Kong Country.
This is my last life.
Hey, you got further than I normally do. I have a hard time with that first stage.
This game, I think, is mostly about memorization. And I guess you probably don't want to be up on the top half of the screen like I am right now.
Yeah, this is, I like top-down, kind of slow-moving shooters like this that are almost like platformers. Another one that comes to mind is Rambo: First Blood Part 2 on the Master System.
I would not have thought that.
Okay, Miguel. Miguel asks for Silver Surfer. Let me write that down.
Oh, I see.
Silver Surfer.
We're going for the hard ones.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Silver Surfer is one of the hardest games ever made, man.
Yeah.
So up next, Darkwing Duck. Play a little bit more of that for Rock Solid Productions.
When there's trouble.
And then, yeah, after that, I don't know if not Martin, Mike. Mike, did you let us know the game you'd like? It wasn't attached to your donation, so I want to make sure.
So these are supposed to be a bunch of prehistoric demons? What are we looking at here?
Yeah, I don't know. Prehistoric demons, I guess.
Because they definitely don't look like animals. I mean, these kind of look like bats, but... And then you got these boulders. But the boulders are floating. Oh, I'm dead. Alright, we'll jump into, what was it, Darkwing?
Yeah, Darkwing's next. From Rock Solid Productions, thank you for the request, man. Okay, Michael wants Super C. Sweet, Michael. Thanks, man. Okay, Super C will be after Darkwing. And go back to the list here. And Flying Dragon, Silver Surfer, and WrestleMania.
Yep, so far nothing I've owned. Yeah, right. Alright, jumping in.
It's so funny, you guys keep requesting stuff that Manny never owned. It's hilarious. I just can't believe the odds of that.
I mean, I guess maybe we didn't own that many NES games, but I feel like I've played a lot of them.
Yeah.
Let's go fight Liquidator.
Liquidator. My favorite Darkwing Duck villain was always Megavolt. Or,
Okay.
Megavolt, I think was his name. I always liked his voice acting. And if you guys who are watching, if you could be sure you give the stream a thumbs up. It does help broaden the what's the word, radar, I guess, for people watching. Maybe get some more people in here. We got 23 people watching right now. Appreciate the thumbs up.
Oh, I don't have the arrow. I guess I can't get up there. That like Q-tip looking arrow shot that sticks to the wall, right?
Oh yeah. Yeah, that I don't know where is that a weapon you get late, like from killing an enemy, almost like Mega Man?
I don't think so. No. You find it lying around.
Oh, okay.
I guess I had to bring it into the stage.
See, Matthew says, did you guys make any home video recordings of Final Fantasy 11? Is that what XI means?
Yeah. Well, oops. Is he really asking for 11 home videos? Mikey plays that to this day. That's the MMORPG.
I don't know if he meant XI or yeah, I don't know. But I know I never have any home. I don't have any old home videos. I don't think you guys do either.
No.
Jacobian says, "Do you need me to track the requests anymore?" I got that, man. Actually, it's not too difficult now that I'm not playing the game. So thank you though. If you can be on the lookout for spammers, spam bots. We had some crazy spam bot. It just so happened to be the night that you weren't available. So I had to be really quick on the to get rid of these spam bots. It was really awful. Rocksolid says he's so used to the PAL version of this that he can't play the NTSC version. Interesting. It must be, the PAL version is slower.
Do you know, actually, interesting thing about that is on the 3DS I had picked up Punch-Out.
Oh yeah?
I could not play that to save my life. And I think I came to find out later that it was actually the PAL version. That it was like slightly slower than I was anticipating, or maybe it was not the PAL. Let's see. So I beat Tyson's Punch-Out on cartridge.
Okay.
I never had Punch-Out with Mr. Dream, but
you never beat that one.
Well, I did. I beat it on the Virtual Console, but I feel like the version that they gave us was not the same one that we grew up with. I feel like it was the PAL one, maybe. Something was wrong with the frame rate, and I just couldn't handle it. Yeah.
Yeah, it'll really mess if you're used to the NTSC, frame rate. It'll really mess with you if you play the PAL after that. Let's see. Wesley Mahoney, what's going on, man? Tyler, what's your favorite original Xbox game? Ooh, probably... the first one that comes to mind is Jade Empire by BioWare. I just love that game, and that's the first game I played by BioWare, and then that got me into Mass Effect when that came out on the 360, and that became one of my favorite games ever made. So Jade Empire is excellent. I'd say another favorite of mine, of course, is Halo. Or Halo 2 was probably better than Halo 1. And then Crimson Skies, incredible game. A lot of great ones on the OG Xbox.
What do you play these days, lately?
Oh, I've been playing Pokemon. Actually, not the new game, but Pokemon Diamond and Pearl, which Hallie and I got for Christmas. I'm trying to be very disciplined and finish a game when I start it. And so in between making videos for the channel, I've been playing Pokemon Diamond.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I'll probably jump into Shin Megami Tensei 5. Which is very Pokemon-esque. It's like the adult evil Pokemon. So yeah, I really like those games. I find that you can kind of take them in doses and play them for a little bit, and then kind of relax. They're a little more relaxing. I don't know, but my backlog is insane, guys. I'm looking up at my shelf right now, and it's just I literally I don't have to buy another game for the rest of the year, and I'll be set.
I don't have to buy another game for the rest of my life, and I'll be all set.
Exactly.
Especially when you start factoring in like PlayStation Plus titles that I've claimed over the years.
Oh, yeah.
It's just stuff I haven't even touched, but it was part of the subscription, so now it's part of the library.
Crazy. Yeah, it is crazy.
I'm working through Gears of War 2, which I'm almost done with. And I have
Game 2.
Yeah, number 2. I have
remember
Game
Brian
Pass.
playing that back in the day.
On Game Pass, they're taking away the medium and control, so I'm trying to race through the medium now, so maybe I could get to control before the 15th. Yeah, but when they take it away.
Wow.
But I think I do have control on PS Plus, so
That becomes a whole other factor of like you have to race against
Yes.
them taking it off the service.
they give you
So that-
like 15 days or something like that. That's not enough time.
No, it's like an extra level of anxiety.
Definitely.
Mikey says, I wish PlayStation 4/5 would let you play all the old games from the PS1, PS2 days.
Well, I think there's something brewing with that because people have been asking for that for a long time, and Microsoft offers that for the most part.
Yeah.
And I think Sony's mentioning something this month about a Game Pass competitor, and there might be some backward compatibility in there too.
They've been going at it, man. It's like the console wars all over again.
Yeah. Oops.
Between acquiring all these companies, and it's kind of fun to watch.
Yeah, I like Destiny a lot. I'm kind of glad that they're picking it up. They got a lot of exclusive Destiny content anyway.
Yeah.
But my friends and I played on there all the time. And
Mikey says, I have so many favorite games from those days. Green Devil, what's up, man? Says, the way retro games have blown up on top of Game Pass, there's too much to play. I never need to buy another game again.
Yep.
We're right there with you, man. We're right there with you. Plus Ultra Adrian, welcome to the stream, man. He says, that's why I will always buy physical. Hey, we are physical buyers as well. Like, I feel terrible when I buy a digital game because I feel like, okay, I know one day I'm not going to have access to this. Like, it's going to be gone.
Mm-hmm.
There will come a day where the money I spent on this digital game, I will no longer be able to play it. That's just the way it is.
See, I'm a little torn on it because I agree with you on that, especially with Nintendo. When they started yanking the
you can't
Wii.
trust them with it, yeah.
Yeah, they yanked out the Wii eShop. I think even the Wii U, right? Didn't they take that one away? And 3DS?
Yeah.
And so, yeah, you lose that. They're like, oh yeah, well, download it and just keep it on your memory card. Yeah, okay, those things don't fail.
Yeah, exactly.
But then, like, at the same time, I have no problem shelling out for a remaster or like a re-release. And especially what they do is they'll re-release it at full price, but they'll throw like some bonus mode in, like Bowser's Fury.
Yeah. I don't mind when it's physical. I'm the same way. When it's a physical release, old game collections. I mean, a lot of my Switch game collection consists of re-releases of old games.
Dude,
And
just got hammered. All right.
let's see. Mad Schmupper says, Tyler and Manny, did you guys ever keep a book of codes and passwords with you when you were young? If so, do you still have them? Yeah, I don't have mine anymore. Maybe it's in some box somewhere. But there was one that I found recently, I think while moving, the many moves I did in the last few years. I found our old notebook that Dad and I would put passcodes in. And it was really a trip to go through that. I need to find that. I could do a whole video on that.
So I definitely had a book of passwords as a kid. Don't know where that is. But not only passwords, but maps that we, like hand-drawn maps that we would make.
Yeah, that's awesome.
High scores, fastest times, that sort of thing.
Yeah. Well, especially you guys played a lot of RPGs when you were kids, so I'm sure you made like maps to
Yeah.
get you through this, like Metroid. I remember Brian was talking about making a map, or his mom would make a map for Metroid.
Yeah.
Uh,
You would have to for some of those games.
I know. Like Rygar? And Rygar's notorious for that.
I'll have to share with you guys. I have in a notebook here now in the drawer. I mapped out all of Pitfall on the Atari 2600.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was like I think 128 or 256 screens, and I mapped where all the money was, all the shortcuts, where they led. So you can actually.
I might ask you.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I don't mean to interrupt you.
Well, I was saying that you really don't have much time to beat the game. Like, you have 20 minutes to find all the treasures. And if, even with the maps and the shortcuts, I made it with 6 seconds to spare, and that was like an optimized run. There's really no room for error.
That's crazy. I'm gonna probably ask you to film some like stuff of that, like maybe take pictures of it or something, and because later this year I plan on doing a Pitfall 40th anniversary video.
Okay.
So
I'll
that would
play
be
through
awesome.
it again to get that, sure.
Yeah, and maybe we can even get you in that video talking about Pitfall.
I always liked Pitfall 2 because Pitfall 1 I just thought was more difficult. Growing up anyway. Pitfall 2 is actually like a real adventure that you could complete.
I love Pitfall 2. It's one of my favorite Atari games.
One of
Let's
these
see,
days.
Green Devil says, I remember writing a few of those down. Plus Ultra Adrian says Zelda. Also, yeah, Zelda was definitely a game you had to make a map for. Jacobians, the King was so OG. Pitfall mapping. Haha.
Yeah, I'll get it out. I'll show you guys. I'll send Tyler a picture you could upload to the channel or something.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Big Keith in the house says, great job, Manny. Mikey says, Manny, why are you killing Pacha?
Pacha was our turtle. Well, yeah, he was our turtle for so many years. So, all right, the story about Pacha, right?
Oh, man, that's a funny story.
A funny, sad story, but yes. So, before I go in here, he was a turtle that my dad found in the window well of the house. I don't know, I must have been like 2 or 3 years old. Anyway, named him Pacha after our last name. Had him, dude, I don't know, like 20 years. And we had him in his tank, and his tank was propped up on a book so that all the water would flow like downhill a bit. He wasn't like an aquatic turtle or anything. And he, the book that was propping him up, his tank up, was called Never to Die. And I swear to you, when we cleaned him, we moved the book, used a different book, he died shortly thereafter.
The book was called Never to Die.
Yeah.
And he died when it was removed from his tank. That is so funny. I remember hearing that. Here, 1 second. I got to get the door. I think Megan's home.
All right.
Okay. Yeah. And you've beaten quite a few levels in Darkwing Duck.
2 so far, but yeah, we can move on here.
Yeah, let's move on to the next round, as I say. We've got next is going to be... Thank you for that. That was a great donation request from Rock Solid Productions. Thanks, man. Next is a donation from Michael Super C. Let's jump into it.
Super C. Not at it? All right, yeah, just give me a second. I don't have all the ROMs queued up.
I know, it's all good. And yeah, if you guys want to request a game, any donations of any amount automatically put you in the queue for the next game. We got a nice little list going here. So we appreciate every little donation that comes in. Thanks, guys. 40 people watching. Hope you guys are having a good night tonight. Hanging out, playing NES games.
Here comes Super C. Superseded.
Yeah, I was thinking about the same joke. It's hilarious.
All right.
That's
I did beat this once on 3DS Virtual Console once again. I have an easier time on that. Maybe it's a D-pad than I do on this, but we'll see how far we get.
Hey, big shout out to Joss. Thank you so much, Joss, for your $5 donation, man. Just came through. We don't have the alert box set up right now, but I am going to shout you out when you guys donate. Joss asks for actually the To Be Forgotten is his username. I got to remember to speak the username and not the real name that comes through on my thing here. But To Be Forgotten, thanks so much, man. After you mentioned it, I have to request Rygar, he says. Awesome. Yeah, we'll get that on the list. That's I need to one day do a video on Rygar because I have a really cool story with that, with involving Dad.
Did you ever play the arcade version?
I think I did. I think I did at one point.
So this game, actually, I think you want to get some of these extra weapons. Like, typically, I try to avoid the laser and the fire, but I think some of them actually work well for some of the other later bosses. Of course, I had spread and I lost it. Oh, well.
So I got to ask you, Manny, what is your favorite, Super C or Contra on the NES?
I like Super C. All right, so I like them both. I like Contra better. I found that to be a little bit easier, but this one definitely looks nicer and feels better. If that makes sense.
Yeah, Super C. I think I like that one more too. Even though Contra's the classic, original, and it plays great, But I prefer the top-down stages in Super C to the pseudo 3D stages in the first Contra. Hey, another big shout out coming in from Keith. Thank you so much, Big Keith, for your $5 donation, man. And Keith says in his little shout out, he says he requests Karate Kid. That's one I never played as a kid.
Mm-hmm. Never played that either. On the plus side, I'm giving these genuine, first tries, or, haven't played them in a while, so, rusty tries, so...
Angry Video Game Nerd hated, James, he claims to hate that game. It's pretty bad, isn't it? Or I guess it has its fans.
Well, if he was reviewing it, it's probably pretty bad, but, some of it is also satirical, so...
Yeah, of course, Castlevania 2 it's not really a bad game. It's just frustrating, I guess.
Yeah.
He just embellished it.
But I've tried some of the games he's reviewed, and yeah, some of them are as bad as he says. Some of them are as frustrating, as bad as he says.
They are, man. Well, we know. Come on. He reviewed Super Pitfall. He reviewed Who Framed Roger Rabbit, which is not a bad game. It's just I can see why it would be considered bad. But I don't know. We loved it back in the day.
Yeah.
But I wonder if it was just because we were gluttons for punishment.
I think it was because we loved the movie so much so.
That's why, yeah.
Then we had to love the game as well. Same thing with Indiana Jones Temple of Doom. Very hard, frustrating game. I don't think we ever even got close to finishing it.
Yeah.
But
no, we never did.
It was charming in its own way.
Well, I think you did get close. In fact, I think it's on video. There's a little clip that I haven't released on the channel yet, or in the main series. But there's a clip of you playing Temple of Doom and us watching you on the NES, and you are really close to the end or something. Like there's this screen changes and you freak out because it's the it's like the Shakara stones. Is that what they're called?
Yeah, Shankara.
Shankara stones. Yeah, there's a little screen that happens when you get to them in the game, and you got there, but I know you never beat it. You didn't beat it that day.
It's interesting. Oh boy, they're pushing. My first Lego game, and this is before I think the whole Lego game series kind of sold out, but I was so impressed by Lego Indiana Jones. I'd never seen anything like it, and They had like all the scenes from the movie, like the heart getting ripped out, everything like that. And it's done in a playful Lego way. But that was a fun game, Lego Indiana Jones. I never really cared for the rest of those Lego games, though.
I never really played them, but I've always heard good things about them. How they really are well made. This track is probably my favorite song in the game.
Okay.
For those of you who wanted to know.
Good to know.
It reminds me of a track from F-Zero. You know which one I'm talking about?
The game audio is actually kind of low for me, so oh wow, how did I dodge that? Holy cow. I jumped in between the two bullets.
That's crazy.
I want to say like
that is
maybe
so crazy.
Like Port Town or Firefield or something like that. F-Zero,
Yeah,
I'd love to play through that.
Oh yeah, we got to do that on Super Nintendo night for sure.
Oh, I touched it. Yeah, F-Zero is kind of an unfair game. I feel like the rubber banding in that is ridiculous. I don't like games with race games that rubber band. You know what I'm talking about. Where you could be ahead by a mile, but they, no matter how fast you're going, they always are right behind you. Like Mario Kart. Say you knocked someone out. It doesn't happen in Mario Kart, but let's say you knocked someone with a bunch of shells and they're way far behind. They'll all of a sudden go 200% speed to catch up, whereas they can never normally do that.
Yeah, that's
like
definitely
artificial.
a cheap AI move that was popular back in the day. Crazy. Hey, another big shout out. Just want to say to Keith, he donated another $5 for another request. Capcom G.I. Joe. Want to see you and Manny play that. Love you, Tyler. Hey, man, right back at you. Thanks so much, man, for your donations tonight. I'll put that on the list. That's another one that, which G.I. Joe? I think you said Capcom G.I. Joe. So you mean the Atlantis, what's that one called? It's the second G.I. Joe game.
Atlantis Factor.
Yeah, Atlantis Factor. That's the one, yeah. Yeah, we'll get that one on there for you, man. Thank you.
How did I dodge that? Crushed me. Some of these bosses I never knew how to squeak by.
He crushed you, but you're still crushing it.
I got crushed.
Oh, you got crushed.
All right. Continue, keep going. Do we want to move on?
Yeah, let's move on to the next game, actually. We got a nice queue of games cropping up here. The next one is going to be... Well, first of all, thank you, Michael, for that request. Next one is Flying Dragon, and that was a donation request from JRM112. Thanks so much, man. Actually, I don't know if that's your handle in the chat, but thanks so much for that. We're gonna try out Flying Dragon. I'm curious to see this one because I don't think I've ever played it or even tried it out or anything. Unless I played it in a stream, a while back.
I don't know if you guys can see this. This is my Pitfall map.
Oh, he's got it. That's sweet.
Yeah. I have all the numbered stages with little symbols representing what they look like. And then down here, I wrote the path to take. Whoop. I don't know if you could see that.
It's not super clear on the stream, but you get the general idea. I'll
scan them and you can share them sometime.
Yeah, definitely. I'll do a whole video on that.
I also have all my Mega Man boss orders in there. All right, sorry. What were we playing?
Flying Dragon.
Is it just Flying Dragon or is it
Flying Dragon and the Secret Scroll?
All right, I got it.
Culture Brain. Oh yeah, happy belated birthday, Jacobians. Yeah, I think I already wished you happy birthday, man. If I didn't, happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Let me catch up on some of the chat here. Lego games are fun, but they have no game over, so there's no challenge at all. Yeah, I don't like it when games don't have a game over.
Mm-hmm. Well, Yeah, I always try to unlock everything, so there are some times where if you die too many times, you don't have enough studs to get like the true adventure or whatever they call it to fill the bar by the end of the stage, and then you have to replay it. So in some ways, you have to be good at it. I don't know. But yeah, games without a game over aren't really challenging.
Oh yeah, he thinks that the track on F-Zero plus Ultra Adrian thinks I was talking about
Hey, did you hear that?
track Silence. No, I didn't hear that. Did somebody
Right.
talk?
No. It was here, I'm gonna restart it.
The game actually spoke?
No. It's the Game Boy sound.
Oh, that is the Game Boy sound. That's
Yeah.
funny.
That's funny, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Huh.
gonna pick beginner because I've never played this before.
I remember when games would speak back then. It was like a revelation. It was crazy, mind blowing.
Dreamcast party. Birthday party. I have my birthday coming up soon.
Yeah, you do. What's the number? What's the big number?
The big number is 41.
Oh gosh, we're getting old, man.
Is she a back? Okay.
Hey Tyler, did Pops like all three Contra games on NES? He never played Contra Force, and that one's definitely like the lesser of the three by far. Wasn't even really a Contra game when they developed it. I used to have flying dragons, so unique and awesome, says Dioriti.
Oh, I guess you can't kick when you're crouching. Can you jump down? No, I guess not. This is one of the games, I don't know if you've ever played it, Tyler, but you have to push up to jump.
Oh, one of those infamous games.
Yeah.
Like Trojan on the Capcom game Trojan.
Is Mikey still there?
Yeah, he said he said that your birthday was coming soon.
All right, I think we should play a game for Mikey. I think that, well, I don't know if he'll even care, but there's a game.
Yeah, we could play one for a little while. Get it in there in between requests.
Yeah.
Matthew says Manny's Dreamcast birthday party of 2022 filmed on VHS.
So what am I doing here? Am I fighting bosses? Like, what's going on?
I don't know. This game is odd, but it's kind of cool. It kind of reminds me of Kung Fu.
I can also bypass them. What's happening? What's happening? What was that?
What's happening?
Yeah.
I don't remember what that's from.
Oh no, I'm asking. Like legitimately, I don't know what was happening in the game.
Oh, what was happening? No, this game is very odd, so I'm not sure.
So I have a KO mark over the fist. I don't know what that means.
Culture Brain made some interesting games. Wasn't it Culture Brain that released? Maybe they didn't make it, but didn't they release the Stanley: The Search for Dr. Livingston?
I don't know. I know they've had some really obscure games though. I think I have to beat up all these kids.
These kids.
Every time it seems like every time I feel like I'm going in a loop. Like I've seen these guys and maybe I haven't killed them, and now I have to actually kill them.
Yeah. Mikey says, "Do I get to pick?"
I had one in mind for you, but if you want to pick, I guess that's fine. I could always tell you after you pick, but...
Plus Ultra Adrian says, "I'm turning 35 in July." Yeah, man.
This... what the hell is this? It's like a shield.
I'm going to be 36 in April.
Hey, well, take it from me. No matter how old you get, you can still dominate a game.
You can. I know. It's true. You know, unlike, football or, rigorous sports, stuff like that, as long as your mind, your brain is still functioning, you could you could still do a game.
Yeah, I suppose so. Is this a door, maybe? I have to go in? What is that?
It's a door.
It is a door. All right. Maybe I was just wasting time. I don't know.
Matthew says, I love the footage of Manny beating Sega CD Spider-Man. That's my favorite episode. It's one of mine too, man. I really enjoyed putting that together. That's a great memory.
I'd like to play that again, especially now that Tyler reminded me of the secret way to endure through it with the web. I wouldn't mind playing that again.
Yeah, and I couldn't remember, and I doubt you can either, but I couldn't remember if Dad had told you about that secret or if it was something you found out while he was filming you.
Yeah, I don't remember. I did. All right, so you got that game that Christmas, right? When you were up with us?
No, that was one we brought with us. Yeah.
So he would have already known the secret. It's not like we were.
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know if he ever got to the end of the game or if we had already beaten it before. That's the thing. That's where I'm a little fuzzy. Let's see. We've got what day, Keith, is your birthday in March? Mikey says, dude, those bird-like monsters in this game look like the enemies from Xanadu. That's right.
Yeah, well, honestly, this guy, the character I am, reminded me for some reason the coloring of Xanadu.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Mikey requested Guardian Legend.
Ah, all right. Yeah, that was going to be that or Athena was going to be the game I played.
Oh, gosh, Athena. I'm glad you said Guardian Legend. Michael asks, could you play Euphoria? I think we've already got a pretty large queue going. If you want to do a donation, we can get your queue in, man. We can get that game going for you near the end of it. I don't know if Manny's ever played Euphoria.
I tried it based on your recommendation. I never really put much time into it, though. Someone should request Ghostbusters, the new Ghostbusters 2 or whatever it was. The
new Ghostbusters 2, yeah, the game that only came out in the UK.
Yeah, that was a good game.
That's a good one. Wheelchair Gamer says, I'm a March baby too. Matthew says, my favorite Saturn game is Three Dirty Dwarfs. Yeah, that's a good one. 2-player game. Matthew, I'm March 10. Okay. March 15th, says Keith. Dad was March 3rd. That was his birthday. So, that's why I was wondering. Mad Schmupper says, PayPal does not accept my type of card. Oh, that's too bad, man. I'm sorry. Yeah, we don't have Super Chats available yet. We'll get the Super Chat functionality when we reach 4,000 watch time hours, which I think we're at like 1,000 or something like that. So we'll get there eventually. I think you got to be 1,000 subscribers too, which I think we're close to 700. But we'll get there. And then I know everybody likes the Super Chats probably more than the Streamlabs donations.
Oh man, he's making me do the training over again.
Have you no pride as a successor to Hero? I can't say. Hey, we're a bunch of 30s babies, right? A bunch of 30s babies in the house here, and then lower 40s.
Well, who else would appreciate NES games as much as the 30s and lower 40s?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. When I was a kid, I was interested in Atari. Of course, I guess I was a pretty rare bird.
Yeah. Like all my friends had NESs. No one really knew what Atari was of my friend group.
Alex says, hey Tyler, I have a baby girl. At what age did you introduce Hallie to games? She was 3, really. Like really young 3 or even upper 2. When she first started watching me really play Mario Odyssey, and I handed her the controller and she started moving Mario around. And that's what got her going. She never looked back. She's big time into games now. What's up, Jay Mixton? He says, watch it, buddy. Yeah, welcome, guys. For those of you just now joining the chat, joining the stream, thank you guys for joining. If you could hit that like button, give it a thumbs up. It does help bring more people into the stream. I don't know how, but I'm told it does. And we're taking requests tonight. I think there's still room for some more requests. If anybody donates via the donation link at the top of the chat, any kind of donation, you can request your game to me, and I will make sure we get to playing it. Manny's doing his best with each of these. I'm really actually shocked at how well you've taken to this game.
I guess that's like second nature. These old crusty NES games, I tend to, I don't know, find the little pattern to work in. I'm not even reading this. I'm sure it's important, but it looks like some instructions on how to toss the guy.
All right, we got a big shout out here to Michael Herrickapakis. What? Cousin Mikey with the $20 donation. Thanks so much, man.
Wow.
You didn't have to do that, man. He was already going to play Guardian Legend. Thanks so much. He says play it. He goes play Guardian Legend in TGL mode.
Okay. Yeah, I'll try that. TGL mode is just the you don't play the adventure portion. You automatically get the upgrades you need to keep moving on. It's just the shooter mode.
Okay, cool. I've never seen that mode. I'm curious to see that. Oh, thanks so much, Mikey. Appreciate it.
Yeah, the game is really good.
Hope everybody's doing well. How cold is it up there in New York?
It's been really warm lately. We had like 2 feet of snow last weekend, and it's all melted now.
Wow.
And normally that would persist. Yeah? Freeze?
Yeah, it's like 20 degrees outside.
Dude, we like Wizards and Warriors.
For Houston. Yeah.
Mad Schmupper, yeah. I like Wizards and Warriors 1. That's where it ends. I tried playing the Game Boy game. It's like Wizards and Warriors X. No, that game's tough.
Mad Schmupper, I don't know if you ever saw the video I did with my mom about games my mom loved, and that was one of them. She loved Wizards and Warriors. I wanted to ask y'all if you like the new channel art on here. It's if you go to the main page for My Retro Live, this new live streaming channel, it's all brand new artwork, and that's actually going to be similar to what we're going to revamp the channel artwork, and we've got animations and stuff in the works. Basically, My Retro Life, the main channel, is getting a complete overhaul when it comes to the look of the artwork, and there's going to be new animations and stuff like that, and that's going to debut with the next episode, the next video coming out. So stay tuned for that. I'm excited to roll that out. Keith asked, Manny, was your dad a gamer?
Yeah, hang on. I will answer that as soon as I get my butt kicked. Sort of, yeah. He was very addicted to Atari, to the point where he realized he had to quit, or he would be up all night and not get sleep and then neglect work the next day. His game of choice was video pinball, Asteroids, I think, maybe. He was really good at video pinball. He would break the game, basically. He'd know how to tilt just enough without getting a penalty. High score, way up there.
Well, that's cool. Him and my mom probably bonded over that one then, because she loved video pinball as well. Yeah.
Now, Mikey says he doesn't like games in general, and that's true. He never really moved beyond that. He also likes regular pinball, like playing a physical machine pinball. But yeah, nothing else beyond that.
Hey, big shout out to Matt Teno. I think that might be your username. Thank you so much, man, for your $1 donation. He asked, can you please play some Mega Man X? Unfortunately, this is an NES game stream. We're doing only NES games, so if you want us to play maybe one of the Mega Man games, that'd be great. We can do that for sure. Thank you so much for your donation, man. Let me know in the chat if we can play a Mega Man classic game for you.
What is happening here? I have no idea what's going. Like,
It's interesting the like kind of RPG almost elements of this game.
did I beat the game or something? Sorry. So we went through a platforming level, then we went through a bunch of training fighting stages that remind me of like Urban Champion.
Yeah, it's like.
And now I guess we're starting the actual game.
The game. That'd be funny if they show us a title screen or something.
All right. So I'll probably stop here since this.
Yeah,
looks
let's go on to the next game. The next game comes to which this is cool. I love it when somebody requests a game that I've never seen before in my life. I always remember seeing the box art for this though. But the next one is from, let's see here. Next one is Silver Surfer, and that one comes to us from Miguel. Thank you, Miguel. Silver Surfer. Are you ready for this, Manny?
Mm-hmm. I beat it with the aid of emulators once.
Oh my gosh.
Maybe I could do well. That was safe stating. We're not doing that.
Silver Surfer. So this game is notorious. Of course, everybody knows how hard this game is, but I can't tell you. And one day I got to do a video on it. This was the game that probably frustrated Dad the most. He wanted to love this game because he loved the Silver Surfer character as one of his favorite comic book characters. Maybe up there with his favorite. I think it might have been his favorite Marvel character. Yeah, the Silver Surfer. And we got this game. I actually remember when we got it too. I remember my mom was in the printing business, and she was doing a press check late at night one night. And I'll never forget, we went and got Silver Surfer that night that she did a press check. It was all of us in the car together. It was late at night. She did a press check, and then we stopped by either Kmart or someplace, and we ended up getting Silver Surfer. And there was so much excitement about this game. But again, it was back in the day where you couldn't watch it. You couldn't watch it on YouTube or anything and get a feel for it. And so it was a bit of a gamble with every game you bought. And Silver Surfer, it is so much to like about this game, including the unbelievable music by Tim Fallon, I think.
Yep, Tim Fallon.
Yeah, and it's just an incredible soundtrack. But the game and the graphics are great too. But the game is so brutally unforgiving and hard that it's hard to love this game. You can maybe master it and like it, but I think this game probably broke more controllers than any other NES game.
Yeah, so that being said, I hope you don't mind. I'm going to use a turbo button.
Go for it.
Trying not to, but I want to keep my hands nimble for the rest of the night.
Juan says, Tyler, after all these years, do you still claim that Mega Man 2 is the greatest classic Mega Man game? I do. Yeah, I do. I stand by that. It's my favorite. It's one of my favorite games of all time. Maybe my favorite game of all time, if I'm like really being honest. And so I gotta say it's my favorite classic Mega Man game. You know which one I often find myself revisiting and smiling a lot about when I play it is Mega Man 6, actually.
I like that one. That one is a little bit different because that one's set up like a tournament fighter.
Yeah. Well, that one has a cooler storyline than some of the other ones. Like, yeah, it is like there's a new villain early on. At least it's a new villain. Well, I think the other 4 and 5 had a new villain, quote unquote. But yeah, I like the storyline in 6 with the different robots from across the world, and I thought the robot characters, you know, the masters I thought they were pretty cool in that one. Like, you had Nightman and Plant Man and Blizzard Man. And what was the one? I don't think his name wasn't Oil Man, but the stage was all oil based. Was it Flame Man?
Yeah, it was. He had. Yeah,
Yeah, I think it was Flame Man.
Flame
And
Man.
that stage is so cool with all those oil pits, and if you let the fire fall into them, it bursts into flames. Yeah, I really love that game. I think Mega Man 6 is like super underrated.
Oh man, this is hard. This is mega hard, Mega Man. All right, let me pick a different stage.
Mega hard.
I liked 4 and 5. 6. I liked 6 later. I've come to like it.
Yeah, 6 is colorful. It's got really good. It came out right at the tail end of the NES lifespan, so the hardware was really pushing the graphics. It's really good. Hey, big shout out to 191 Desperado. Thank you so much for your $5 donation. He says, "Hey, great to hang out with you guys. Awesome memories. How about a little bit of Friday the 13th?" Absolutely, man. And thank you so much for that. We will get on some Friday the 13th for you.
Have you tried? Oh, man, I feel the frustration of this. Have you tried the Friday the 13th, the new one?
No, I've seen video of it though.
Yeah, my friends and I played that a lot. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, when I saw the video clips of it, I always thought, man, if I could get involved with like some friends here and play this game, I would really love it too. Kind of reminded me of like Left 4 Dead, that, but you're the villain.
Yeah. So yeah, you're either one of the campers or the counselors, or you're Jason.
Yeah.
And
super cool.
It's really hard, even if you are Jason, to just chase down and kill everyone. Because they have... Oh, man. This is rough. They've got these moves that could basically stun you, and they can kill you if they get the right equipment. They have to, I think they have to get, your mother's sweater. And I don't know, something... They have to, lure you, and they kill you. Anyway, not the point.
I don't know if I was paying attention or not. Did you beat the last stage?
No, not even
Okay,
close.
you didn't. Okay.
I'm having trouble with all these.
I was going to say, man, that's incredible just to beat one stage in this game.
So wait a minute. They didn't pull the Friday the 13th game, did they? They just can't add new content, I think.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that. Yeah, Wheelchair Gamer, I agree. He says, "I'm really impressed with all the Mega Man collections." Yeah, you basically almost have the ability to play every Mega Man game, almost every Mega Man game on the Switch. You've got Classics Collection 1, 2, Anniversary Collection, I think they called it.
Yep.
And that's got all the Mega Man 1 through 10.
Legacy,
Yeah, Legacy, yeah. You've got Mega Man 1 through 10 and Mega Man X1 through 8, I think, are in those collections. And then you've got the ZX collection.
Have you ever played the Zero games, rather?
Yeah, Zero, yeah. I played one of them on the Game Boy Advance.
Mm-hmm.
Forget which one it was.
It
was good.
Yeah, I have the collection on Game Boy, on DS, rather. They had the 4 Zero game. Wow. Whoever suggested this really wanted to put me through the ringer.
You have Miguel to thank.
Zero, it's such a big departure from the original series. It was almost difficult for me to get into. I managed to finish it, Zero, but I never tried the other ones. Yeah, it's strange because you don't necessarily get special weapons. I think you get almost elements to enhance your sword, but it's always still the sword, so it doesn't feel like you're changing anything.
Change my positioning here a little bit, save my back a bit.
What game was I playing the other day? I think it was Codename Viper. Anyway,
Codename Viper, man, I love that game. It's hard, but I love it.
The character you play as looks like he's running around without pants. It's the same color as his skin, and He's just
Cody
running
and
around.
Viper was a lot like the Rolling Thunder games.
Are we thinking the same thing, or I might be thinking of something else?
Codename Viper is the one where you hide behind the doors and you shoot. You can shoot the gun at the bad guys. It's like
Okay.
it's a Capcom game.
Yeah, it is a Capcom game.
Yeah. You have to save hostages and
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Yeah, it
Codename
was-
Viper.
Yeah.
That's a hard one.
Yeah, it turned
We
it
used to
on.
do-
Like, this guy's naked. He's running around.
Yeah. We used to call that one of the one-hit wonders.
Yes.
You get hit once and you're dead.
Hey.
Hey, you did it. Way to go. Gosh, that's an achievement in itself. Manny beat a level in
No,
Silver
well,
Surfer.
It beat a section. it
Oh, a
said.
section. Well, even that's incredible.
So maybe we could get to the end of this section. Yeah, but I
Mega
think...
Man-
yeah, look at this. You can't touch these walls.
Oh, yeah. Gosh. Michael says Mega Man 6 wasn't appreciated until much later. Series fatigue had set in when it first came out, so it didn't get much respect. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
very true.
I think we got it while the Super Nintendo was released, and like just because it wasn't on Super Nintendo, we weren't really that interested. I remember that's how I felt anyway. And I don't know
Yeah.
if that's true. If it came out,
I remember being really curious because we didn't have an NES anymore at that point. We had gotten the Super Nintendo. Our NES was stolen. We had upgraded to 16-bit. You know, we were all in that world. But we'd go to the game store, and I'd see these new Mega Man games coming out, and I loved Mega Man so much, and really wished I could play Mega Man games again and brand new ones. And I remember specifically being at a KB toy store and holding Mega Man 6 in my hand and just like the cover art was so colorful, and I remember thinking I want to play this game so bad, and ultimately that's what convinced us to get the top loader like by 94.
yeah,
And so we got the top loader, and I started. It's amazing, guys. Like, we got a top loader in 94 so we could play these NES games that we've been missing out on. And some of the first games I bought with my top loader that we got, I
games that you
remember
had.
picking them up brand new at Toys R Us. DuckTales 2, Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers 2. These really rare games. What ended up being really rare titles on the NES. So funny.
I have a top loader across the room, a pile of stuff, and I have the power adapter. I don't have a TV to. Can I touch these, or am I going to die?
No, you'll die.
No,
Yeah. You're gonna die pretty much if you touch anything in this game.
So yeah, my top loader. I haven't touched that in about 20 years. Maybe well, maybe not that long, but oh, I died. But I have the power adapter. Don't have any controllers. Don't have any games here. Definitely don't have a means of hooking it up. AV, because it needed an RF switch, which I'll never understand why that was on there when the box had the.
Yeah, you didn't have the RCA out. You didn't have composite.
Yeah, it made no sense, right?
Yeah. It was fine playing it on my little TV, my like 10-inch TV that I own, in my room. I think probably not 10-inch, but it was like 15-inch. But yeah, definitely that RF out was, not the best.
Hey,
Did you beat a stage?
I did. Here we go.
Okay.
Section 3.
Sorry, yeah, we're lagging a bit on the not audio this time, but video. So Manny beat the stage, and I couldn't tell.
Now I died. Now what happens if I continue? Oh no. Can I not continue? I can. And where does it put me?
The
All right,
beginning.
section 3. No, all right.
Oh,
I'm at-
okay, wow, good.
Yeah, I'll try to finish this level before we move on.
Okay, cool.
But I think this is like I won't get very far in this, unfortunately. not tonight. Maybe I could work on it. And come
Cal
back.
says, it's too bad that Nintendo chose not to make the Super Nintendo backwards compatible. I agree. That would have been cool, wouldn't it? That would have been so cool.
Yeah, we had, I think it was FC Twin. It was called. It was the an add-on for the Super Nintendo, unofficial add-on, but you could play NES and Famicom on it.
I remember you got that really early on, like '96 or something, right?
I'm not sure when, but I know my mom still uses it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember you showing me, and I was so shocked that you could play NES games on your Super Nintendo.
And then we had Super Game Boy, which of course, that was great.
Yeah,
oh
it was.
Man. Holy cow. These guys take a lot of hits.
Cow.
I think I accidentally destroyed the power-up too. This F item. Ah! I went too close. I want to beat this level. I will not be happy. I think I made it to the boss there. It wasn't
it's like
too
the
far
other night when we played Batman.
Yeah.
You're determined. Tyler and Manny are still playing NES together after all these years, but now they have over 30 people in the living room with them watching as well.
Yeah, really.
That's right, says Diariti. Is that how you say your name? I'm sorry if I'm saying it wrong. Yeah, 38 people watching on the my count right here. Pretty crazy. I know that the kid counterparts of ourselves would never believe you because we wouldn't know what the internet was.
I'll tell you though, I don't know if I mentioned this last time. I know I've talked to you about it, Tyler, but we've talked about how cool would it be if you could watch me play this game from your house live, and that became a reality eventually.
I know. We're actually in that reality now. It's so crazy.
There's so much stuff that we had almost predicted.
Oh yeah, you guys don't even know. Manny actually built the first Raspberry Pi basically back in 2004 or something. It was crazy.
Yeah, it was just a computer. Hey, I beat it, by the way.
Awesome,
it was just a
great job.
computer
Wonderful.
that outfitted with an output card for TV out. I wrote an emulator front end to launch just the games based on the list. And then I shipped it to you. Your dad's like, oh man, I have to have one of these. So he's like, whatever you need, buy the parts. So bought all the parts, built the computer, threw the software on there.
Yep.
And we played it.
We called it Emulation Station, and now he called it Emulation Station. And now it's, there is something I think out there called Emulation Station, right?
Yep.
Yeah. And
if you want just let me know what the next game is before you say that.
Next game is, that was great. Thank you so much, Miguel, for that request of Silver Surfer. Next one is from Rock Solid, who asked for WrestleMania with the $1 donation. Thanks so much, man. WrestleMania. Still have a little bit of time, a little bit of room for a few more requests. I think we could get to a few more if y'all want to get those requests in. But we probably will cap it off after a few more.
It's WWF WrestleMania.
That's right.
That's why I couldn't find it.
The full name, yeah.
All right. So this is going to be an all-time worst playing of it, I'm sure. Bigger, better, and badder. That's a cool effect. That's like a very Atari effect with the logo.
Yeah, that is. You're right. My delay is a little bit better now on the video. I had to, for some reason, I wasn't live with you. I don't know why.
All right. So
Alex says perhaps a Super Nintendo stream soon. Maybe we'll do that next week. Great suggestion. Big Keith says, Tyler, did your pops ever trade games back in the day? Yeah. We didn't trade a lot though, to be honest, because there's a whole story actually where Dad stole / traded in 3 Genesis games, like 3 or 4 Genesis games, a bunch of Genesis games early on. When he first found out that the Sega CD was going to get Genesis games, like a Genesis game collection, for some reason he read in a magazine or something that Sega was going to re-release every Sega Genesis game in CD format. And that's what we believed for a long time. So he started selling Genesis games. And then he regretted it big time. And because that didn't really happen. And but yeah, after that, we didn't trade in a whole lot of games until much later when I was like working and buying my own games. I traded in more games at that point.
He's kicking my butt. Like I can't even get a shot in.
You Macho Man?
Yeah. I'm not sure what the moves are.
Whose theme music was this? This wasn't... Oh, it's kind of like a medley of all the wrestlers. Andre got you, man.
Yeah. That was rough. All right, let's see.
Manny beat Bret the Hitman Hart and is now allowed to call himself the excellence of execution. Is Bret Hart's not even in this game, right?
I didn't go through the whole roster. I'm not sure. Let's see.
I don't think he is. This one's like too early. I mean, he was around back then, but he wasn't popular. He wasn't super popular yet.
All right, so what am I missing here? There's only B and A and a D-pad, so... All right. So
I used to play this game at my friend's house. Their names were Timmy, Tommy, and Toby. No joke.
Timmy, Tommy, and Toby. So if you push up B, you can do this like eye gouge.
Tyler says the Mad Schmupper. Tyler, what were your dad's feelings on emulation? He thought it was cool. Like Manny was saying, he wanted Manny to build him an emulation computer basically back in 2004, 2005. And he thought it was super cool. We got introduced to so many arcade games that we'd never played before through like MAME, stuff like that. And yeah, emulation, he always thought it was really cool.
Yeah, so like I was saying, I had made a front end for it, which they've made plenty of them since then. I think, what's the one you use, Tyler? OpenEmu?
I use OpenEmu, yeah.
Yeah, the one I use on Windows is, it's called Launchbox, which I will happily plug that. It has this awesome mode where you can, first off, it'll download all the box art, like everything that you need. It'll scan the games, understand which ones you have.
That's cool.
And it'll separate them out by platform. But the cool thing is they have this mode, if you pay for it, for a license called Big Box, which is basically set up so that you could put it onto a TV and play it off of a TV like we did with Emulation Station at your house, right? So you don't have to use a mouse and keyboard to operate it. And it has like these... It has a demo mode where it'll like scroll through all the games you have and then load a video that shows some gameplay of it and then go to the next one, and it's all random. It's really cool, really well done.
That is cool. Yeah, I'd like to see that.
Yeah, I could show you sometime. And people will make special themes. Like there's some retro looking themes, some that showcase box art, some that showcase the marquees for like yeah, that's the other thing. You could set it up so that if you had like an arcade machine with a digital marquee on the top, you could actually have the logos from the games be output on there.
That's awesome.
How do I pin? Probably
Yeah, I think that was
select.
one of the hardest things in this game was figuring out how to pin them. Matthew says, I remember emulating N64 to play it online with
There we-
Caltera in like 2003. I know. N64 emulation, I don't know how good it was in 2003, but it's gotten better.
Mhm. Yeah, I was surprised at how well the Dreamcast one was.
Yeah, they've gotten so good on Redream. Definitely want to plug Redream. You can almost play your Dreamcast games perfect now on that emulation.
So
Emulator.
yeah, it used to be open source, but the author pulled it, and so now it's private. And I think there's a premium mode that you have to pay for. But I'll say this: it is a lot better than the competition. So I can understand why the guy pulled it.
Yeah.
You know, I would. It's weird to say like you shouldn't pay for an emulator, but you're basically stealing games anyway. But
Right.
you know,
Quote unquote gray area.
yeah. Yeah, pin this.
T-Jax, what's up, man? I'm editing a new video. I'm adding some old footage from my childhood in the video. Shout out my retro life, 100%. Cool. I'd love to see it. I love looking at old footage. I wonder if I like old home videos. I would love to see it, T-Jax. I'll have to check out your channel, man. Can you message me your channel or maybe put it down here in the chat?
There we go. Got him.
There you go.
You have to
Bam.
push A at the right distance.
Bigelow. Deuce Bigelow, bam, bam, gigolo.
I'll take on one more wrestler. Who should I play as? So I played as Bam Bam Macho
Why
Man.
don't you do... Did you do Hulk Hogan?
No.
Why not the Hulkster?
Still looks the same.
He does. Ed DiBiase. The $1 Million Man. He was such a good heel in the wrestling days. I used to watch a lot of wrestling when I was a kid.
Oh, uppercut. So I wonder if they gave better move sets or more energy to someone like Hulk Hogan, because he's like the headliner of the game, right?
Yeah, they might have. They very well might have.
Oh, you want to use my likeness? Well, you know, can't paint me in a poor light.
Tyler Manny, what's your favorite arcade game and also hidden gem that you discovered on MAME? Should we tell them about...
Yes, please. I've been wanting to play that one for so long on either you do it or I do it or something, but...
There's going to be a My Retro Life episode, like main series episode, that I don't know if it's going to be one of the last episodes or not, but it's an episode all about emulation. We've been talking about that quite a bit in the last few minutes. But I have enough footage that Dad recorded back in those early days of emulation that it's gonna be a fun video. It's gonna be a really cool story to tell. But on top of that, there's a really funny game that we discovered back in the day through emulation.
I can't pin him.
He's like dead. I think you killed him.
I can't. Yeah. All right.
He just died. We can move on to the next game, maybe.
All right. Yeah. Let's see. Go on with your story. Now, what was the next game first? Sorry.
I think the game's called Hardhead, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so it's this weird, obscure game from maybe it was early 90s, late 80s, something like that. But it's a weird platformer called Hardhead. If you guys want to look it up, it's a MAME. It's an old arcade game. And we discovered it, and it's so ridiculous. It's like they were on drugs when they made it. It's just such a funny game. The animations are so crude, and You'll have to see it when the episode comes out down the pipeline, but it's going to be a fun time, that one. um, Next game is Rygar, a request from To Be Forgotten. Thank you, man, for your $5 donation. Appreciate it.
I'll say,
Rygar, a great game. Did you have Rygar back in the day?
no, my friend Phil had it, and I might have borrowed it from him. We used to borrow games from each other quite often, but definitely never beat it. I know that. The
Jacobian says, "Oh, sorry. Go ahead."
no, it's fine. Go with Jacobians.
Jacobian says, "Why don't you forget playing all the other systems and play some Atari Jaguar?" Yeah, I would love to, honestly, but it's kind of, there's no emulator that really does Jaguar well, right?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe RetroArch does. I don't know. I'll have to check.
Yeah, I could look into it, but even still, I think I have looked into it, and nothing really runs great.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
Guess we have to have the real hardware. I don't have it anymore. I know Manny. I don't think, does Aunt Michelle still have the Jaguar at home? I know you
Yeah,
guys
she
have
does. She does, but it's all right. I guess I don't know where the games are. They're in the house, definitely.
one. Wow. That'd be funny. You should record some video of you like digging through the games from your collection.
I started doing that at Christmas, but I only had my cell phone. It was a little bit awkward to try to hold that and pull the games off the shelves. So I have to make it a little bit more formal.
Yeah, that would be great. If you get me the footage, I can edit it together. We can put it up on the channel. That would be super cool to see you like going through the old family archive of games.
In the Grand Mountain lies the entrance to Garlaz.
Oh, this music, I forget what video taught me this, but the music in this part right here is lifted right out of a different game.
Yeah, Dr. Jekyll.
That's it, yeah. Was it James that taught us that? You know, James Rolfe, gosh, I've never met James. I've met Mike at a convention. But James, I have so much to thank him for, honestly. I think we all do.
Well, yeah, I think without a doubt you wouldn't have so many retro gaming personalities on YouTube. In fact, when he first put out his Angry Nerd, there were so many copycats, like Irate Gamer and some
Irate
of the others.
Gamer. Who was the one? Oh, you know, he's a pretty cool guy. I've never spoken with him, but he does the Stop Skeletons from. I always forget the name of his channel. Stop Skeletons from Stealing or something, or Screaming, or I don't know what it is, but he used to be the not Happy Console Gamer. That's Johnny. What was his? He had a Happy Game Nerd, Happy Video Game Nerd, something like that. But he was kind of a. I guess he was, copying James.
Yeah, if you had Angry in your name or like
Happy,
or called yourself a nerd or something, as far as I'm concerned, you were trying to ride the success. But happy Video Game Nerd. Yeah, that's right, guys. Yeah, Stop Skeletons from Fighting. Yeah, that's. I swear I say Stop Skeletons from Stealing, and then I think I said Screaming. Those would have equally been good names for the channel. It's too bad you never met him or talked to him, because I think between the two of you, there's a lot in common. You're both into filmmaking and all that. Yeah, James.
Yeah. We had that discussion not long ago. How James feels like some relative of ours or something. Based on
he would have fit in with the rest of the family, like based on the gaming and the hobbies.
100%. Like he would have fit in so well, like insanely well. Like you guys don't even know the half of it. Like James, with his love of old horror movies too, and like Abbott and Costello, like black and white comedy duos like that and stuff. Little Rascals, Three Stooges. Like our family, between my dad and Aunt Michelle, and then they passed it on to us. They loved that stuff as well. B horror movies, cheesy horror movies and stuff like that, and especially like Three Stooges, Abbott and Costello. Those things. It's so funny when when he references that stuff in his videos. I always call Manny up later and talk to him about the episode. I'm like, can you believe he mentioned, this or what was it he talked about in the Commodore 64 episode?
Yeah, so I was going to mention that. Something about he's going through the games. He's like, they even had a Laurel and Hardy game. He's like, I'm all for it, but what kid in the 80s knows who Laurel and Hardy is? And I'm like raising my hand over here. Like,
Yeah,
I knew.
Yeah, me too.
We used to watch those all the time.
Yeah, it's so funny. Yeah. I feel like I know James. Even though I don't know him.
Yeah.
And not only that, I feel like he's like we said, like a family member.
Yeah, he would have fit right in with all the love of film and gaming and all that. Especially like when you start talking about the toys and stuff. Like he shows off the Ninja Turtles toys, and we had some of those definitely.
Oh yeah, the Ninja Turtles toys, and
I think I went.
And even the fact that he was a filmmaker, or is a filmmaker, and that's what I got into as well. And I did all sorts of short films and student films, and then it's just weird how our lives are. There are a lot of similarities.
Mm-hmm. It makes me wonder how many people have something similar.
Yeah.
Is filmmaking, student films, and all that.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, here we go.
Well, and the fact that he's from New York, I think, or New Jersey.
Jersey.
Just the similarities keep going on.
Yeah, Northeastern.
There was a guy who commented I think it was on Twitter recently, and he said to me, "Oh, it was because of how I'm the documentary that just came out, Rarity,
Mm-hmm.
that just how I'm in there with James, which is pretty cool. Like, so I'm in the documentary with James and a bunch of other YouTubers, and it was a great opportunity to do that. If you guys want to watch that, it's on the I think it's called Plex app.
Yeah, Plex.
Plex, you can watch it.
I started watching it last night. Actually, I didn't finish it.
Yeah,
but it's kind of like
good.
a big YouTube cast in there. It was pretty impressive that you're right
Yeah,
alongside them. In fact,
of,
it opens up with you. You're like the first interview.
Yeah, I think I am like one of the first people on there. Yeah, and but the guy said, "Hey," he goes, "I would literally kill somebody to get you to do a video with James."
Wow.
Or like get you on Cinemassacre. I was like, that's a bit too far, but that would be fun. I don't know if I'll ever meet him at a convention one day or something, but yeah, I would love to get to know him and maybe collaborate with him someday. That'd be cool.
I have to find 5 War Gods. War Gods is Indora. What is Indora? Or is that just
Indora, the witch? From,
I knew it. No, that's Endor, isn't it? Yeah, what was that? The mother?
The mother from Bewitched, yeah. Tyler's dad was so ahead of his time, the way he recorded and captivated the gamer moments. Thanks, man. Yeah, he was. I call him the OG gamer. He was like him and Aunt Michelle and Uncle Mike, the three of them gaming out to Atari when Manny was a little small child.
Yep.
And then I mean, really, it started with them. They're the ones that loved games first, and the fact that they all had an Atari and then they had kids, like it was never one of these things of like video games are lame or anything. Even when they were in their 20s, they loved Atari. They thought it was awesome.
Yeah, I don't know if they ever went to many arcades, but it was basically bringing home that arcade experience, right?
Yeah. Dad used to tell me his favorite arcade game was Donkey Kong, or like one of his favorites. Like Donkey Kong was like one of the games that made him
Do you know
go
if I
nuts
can
for video games.
cross this, or am I gonna die again when I try?
I think you need a weapon.
Okay.
You need some sort of upgrade. You can. I think you slide on it with your shield. Yeah.
This is a good game to map out, like you were saying earlier.
Yeah, this truly is.
I wonder if I
Mad
can jump
Schmupper
the
says,
gap.
"I'd love to see you guys play Karnov and also Low G Man."
Karnov, wow.
Yeah, Low G Man. That game. We actually had that game, and
Is that
I
rare?
remember it being
Is that
really
a rare
hard.
game?
No, that's a strange company named Taxan.
Oh, Taxan.
Yeah, Taxan. I don't know how many games they made, but that was one of them.
We had... didn't they make 8 Eyes? I think they did.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah. That's a hard game. We did win that game, legitimately. That's a hard
Wow,
one.
that's an achievement right there. Wow.
Oh,
Incredible.
all right.
We can move on to the next game.
Yeah, I'm a bit lost here. I don't want to frustrate
Yeah,
anyone.
we still got quite a bit to get to. So thank you for that donation, man. Rygar. And next is one for Keith. One of two from for Keith. Hope you're still with us, Keith. I think you are. Yeah. Keith is still in the chat. We're gonna do Karate Kid. Thank you, Keith, for your donation.
Karate Kid.
Really appreciate all you guys for hanging out with us tonight and all these cool requests that have come in. It's really, really appreciated, and we enjoy doing this. This is so much fun to hang out with all of you. And like somebody said earlier, it's so cool to that, like, you know, Manny and I have been playing games together at various points in our life, like all my life, basically. And so that's like what, 36 years. I'll be 36 in April. So it's so cool to do the live stream, but not only get to play these games together, but have, like somebody said, over 30, 40 people watching us do it. That's super cool. Did you play this one back in the day?
Nope. No, it didn't.
Yeah, I never did either. First time I saw it was on Cinemassacre.
Mm-hmm. Yep, same here.
Matthew says, that's awesome. You guys were still collecting for Atari well into the 90s. Dad and I were. I don't know. I think you guys had kind of slowed down on Atari at that point.
Probably, yeah.
But let's see. Hey Tyler, is there footage of Pop's gaming? So it's interesting you say that. There's only one out of everything. You know, he loved filming us. He didn't film himself, and that's super, super cool. Like telling of his character. You know, he was doing it for us. You know, really. You know, the filming was for our benefit, and we have one clip of him in the summer of 2000 playing an arcade game called California Speed. It's the only footage I've ever found in the archive of him playing a video game. But he played tons of games, which is crazy that there isn't more footage, and I really wish there was. But California Speed, the arcade game, he's playing it at a pizzeria.
Pizzerias. Great place to play games.
It is a great place to play games, yeah.
I played plenty there at pizzerias.
Yeah.
When's Mikey's request in there?
Oh, Mikey's, that's right. Mikey's comes not after. It'll be the one after the next one.
Oh no, I fell. All right.
Yeah, Mikey's still here. Good. Yeah. So the one after this one, Mikey. So after this is G.I. Joe, Atlantis Factor, and then it'll be Mikey's request.
Okay.
Which everybody, if you're watching and you didn't realize, Mikey, my cousin Mikey, Manny's brother Mikey, is in the chat right now. You can see him, Michael Heracopakis. And one day he will join us live.
Yep, we were testing it out. We got some plans. Testing logistics. Sure, we'll have more technical difficulties.
Yeah, well, technical difficulties, like Jacobians has said before, it wouldn't be my retro live stream without technical difficulties.
Just want to make sure I get to his before he goes off to bed. It's kind of
late. Absolutely. In fact, we can do it next, and we can go because the next one we can just flip flop because the next one will be another one from Keith. So.
Okay.
Keith, if you don't mind, we'll play Mikey's next, and then we'll jump back into your request.
How tall am I? I'm 6'1". 6'1". Do I wish I didn't sell my video game collection? No, I've talked about it before. I've talked about it quite a bit. I really don't. Now, I wish I hadn't have sold it at the time I did, and maybe waited 2 years, because then it's insane how much the value of everything increased. But I didn't do it for the money though. What I did it for was self reasons and personal reasons, which I've disclosed before in that video that came out on the channel a while back. But yeah, it does kind of like. For me, all the memories of that stuff, I'll always have that in the videos. I'll always have that up in my brain, in my memories. And so it's really, it was not hard for me to do it when I realized it was something I really should do for my family, for the sake of, moving forward. Also, just like finishing the grieving process. Honestly, I realized that I hadn't really, fully grieved. I feel, and just. And able to to be able to move on. I feel like selling the collection was necessary, and starting a new one with my daughter has been so much fun and so great. That was fast. I'm sorry. I just got knocked off.
Oh no, you're good.
Yeah.
Let's see. May I suggest a three-player secret of Mana stream?
So that's going to be a tough one. How do we coordinate that?
Oh, that would be cool to do. And Brian would love to get in on that. I wonder if we could ever pull that off.
Dude. How many birds are trying to fly through this storm? Wouldn't you think that they would be like up in their nest or like sheltering somewhere rather than trying to fly through the typhoon?
For real.
Look, they're not even able to make ground. They're flying backwards.
They're trying to attack you. It's like, don't you have bigger problems right now?
What's with everyone else? Why are they beating the crap out of me? Like I'm just trying to go down the street. No, I've never seen the movies.
Did Tyler, Mikey, or Manny have Dark Wizard on Sega CD?
Oh yeah. Oh boy, that is a good one. We have played that one plenty.
Mikey even chimed in on the chat. He said, OMG, I love Dark Wizard.
Yes. That is quite a... You want to play like a nice tactical game. That's a really long and enduring one.
I never played it. I think I've seen video of you guys playing it. Like, I think you sent us a tape once.
Oh, man. Yeah, like... Your units gain levels. They can like get promoted to different types and multiple times.
What's up, Ayapal? How you doing? Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt. I just wanted to say hi to Ayapal. Ayapal's in the house. Definitely a regular viewer on the stream here. How you doing?
So bad.
This game is horrible.
It's a little... I mean, control-wise, it's not bad, but just the random enemies and
Yeah, just like vomiting enemies at you.
yeah, they're all flying out from everywhere. Like I said, I don't. I might have seen the movies, the first one, but I don't really remember anything about it.
Okay. Uh, the Secret of Mana collection allows 3-player support.
Yeah, but does it do online? Like that's the big thing.
Yeah, because we're all in different. Manny and Mikey are in New York. I'm in Texas, so that would be a must. I don't know. Maybe it does.
I have it. I should really have known that answer.
Yeah, G-Dub. Yeah, I agree about my collection. He says having the physical doesn't come close to the memories you have with your pops. Absolutely, man. Matthew asked, did you ever play Dreamcast online with Mikey or Manny? Yeah, Manny and we played, I remember the one we played together online was either Quake 3 Arena or Unreal Tournament on Dreamcast. I remember specifically playing that with you.
That wasn't so hard. Is this the last stage?
Wow, you're going to beat this game.
This dude came at me with a spear. Like, does this happen in the movie?
Yeah, I know, right? I've actually never seen Karate Kid. Can you believe that? I can't believe that. I mean, I've seen so many classic films, and I love movies.
Like I was saying, I hadn't either. I'll probably offend the group here, but
I think we both just offend. We're gonna probably see people leave the stream.
You want to see even more offense? Never. I mean, I've been exposed to Star Trek movies, but never actually watched one intentionally. And here's one that's gonna hurt you: Star Wars either.
I know. I think we've had this conversation, and I was shocked that you've never seen Star Wars.
Yeah, and you know what it is? Like, I find I do this a lot. I don't like popular media.
Yeah.
I almost like finding the holy cow, man, what happened? Did you see that?
Yeah, that was crazy.
I like going for the obscure hidden gem sort of titles. Games as well, like I don't like the hype that a lot of games get.
Yeah, but you know what, Manny? I'm sorry. I'm going to expose you here for a second. Weren't you the one who had a poster of Soldier on your wall?
I don't know why, but I did.
Yeah. Kurt Russell. Yeah. Kurt Russell Soldier poster, and he's never seen Star Wars. That explains it. That explains it because you've never seen Star Wars, so you don't know what an amazing sci-fi movie is.
Oh, okay. I've tried. In recent years, I've definitely tried, but I just can't get into it. It's not that I don't appreciate it. I do. But it's not for me. I think I saw when it came out, like episode 7.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And
no, that's a hard one to be your first Star Wars. You got to start with the OG trilogy.
What's this D I have?
Yeah, somebody said you're on the last stage. Yeah. If you guys follow me on Twitter, I do want to remind you, if you could, that'd be awesome if you could retweet my tweet about the stream. See if we can get more people in here. I know we crossed over. We were close to 50 at one point. We're at like 35. I think a bunch of people left when we said that we'd never seen the Karate Kid. No, I'm joking.
Yeah, there's only so much time for some things, and I just never put in the time. There are tons of movies I want to see, and I just don't put in the time because when it comes down to 2 hours a night, and mostly nowadays it's more than 2 hours a night, like I start to get tired watching something.
Yeah.
So, it's really tough to just stay focused.
do. I'm the same way. I have a hard time finding time to watch movies with everything else that I busy myself with. It's kind of a rare occasion to sit down with Megan and watch a movie, especially like an adult movie, because a movie that's like R-rated or something, because Hallie, I guess we can try to, but we're tired at night. We get tired after we put her to bed, and it's like,
Yep.
okay, we're gonna watch a movie, or are we gonna am I gonna go edit? What am I gonna do? It's tough. It's tough finding the time for things like that. But great request from Keith. Thank you so much, man. And next request is from cousin Mikey.
All right.
And then we'll do Keith's second request after Mikey's. But this is the Guardian Legend special request from cousin Mikey.
So this game, we can never. My friend had it. We borrowed it. Mikey loved it. I like it too. It's really good. But it just wasn't for sale. I think he wanted me to do the special game mode, which is TGL. It wasn't for sale anymore up here. But you and your dad found it down in Texas. So much so that you guys tried it before sending it over because it was used. And I think you actually wanted it. You were kind of resentful having to turn it over.
We had to send it to you guys, and we were really liking it. Yeah, we ended up finding another copy for us.
Yeah,
I never beat this game or got very far in it either, though. It's challenging.
Yeah, so it goes from these shooter levels, and you get like, let's see, is it select? Yeah. You get like all sorts of weapons to use that would show up at the bottom here next to this no use thing. You also see a map there. Now the map, we're not going to be able to show you the top-down stuff because we're not playing that version of the game. We're just doing the shooter levels. But in between the shooter levels, you're going around this almost like a Zelda-type dungeon, right? You're going around, there's keys to get, missions to accomplish. You go into different sections, which turn into these shooter levels. And you just keep getting stronger and stronger and like leveling up. And there are all these mini bosses. It really is a cool game. And it all adds, what you're going to see is if I beat this level, which I should beat it. I'll just automatically get the upgrades I should get in between this and the next level by doing those top-down stages. But this game has some of the most bullet hell type of gameplay I'd ever seen. And this is very tame compared to some of the later bosses.
So, we've actually gotten into a few games have been requested this time that you guys own.
Yes, yeah. This, I don't know what else. I don't think there was another one.
Super C.
Oh, all right, yeah. Indirectly, not as a kid.
Oh, that was more indirect. Okay.
Yeah, that was 3DS.
Let me see. You guys, Silver Surfer, right?
Nope.
Oh, you didn't own that one?
No.
You didn't own Rygar?
No.
You know what?
Well, I don't think my collection was as big as I thought it was.
So actually, the only game that people have requested that you owned was the one that Mikey requested.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. That's too funny.
Hey, Ayo is glad that the audio delay between us has been fixed. Yes.
Yes, that's definitely a huge thing. I'm glad you brought that up because we worked. Manny worked really hard to figure that out. So I'm glad it's working.
So this song that you hear right now, when we were kids, we used to make up song lyrics for the game songs. This one was Picnic Ranger.
Oh, really?
You go, Picnic Ranger.
That's so funny.
Pick a booger, any booger is the part you hear now. Picnic Ranger.
Pick a booger, any booger.
Yeah. Pick a card, any card.
That's great. Now I can't. Now I'm picturing that in my head when I hear it.
Picnic Ranger, Picnic Ranger, Picnic Ranger, pick a booger, any booger.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
That's great. Manny, did you get to keep your game collection?
Yeah, it never went anywhere. It's just still at my parents' house.
G-Dub, thanks. Says I'll donate next stream for some Metal Storm.
That's a good game.
Yeah, absolutely. We're probably gonna do Super Nintendo games next time. But we'll definitely do NES games again someday.
I think when we do Super Nintendo next time, we should definitely start with Faceball 2000.
Oh, that's a good one to start with. Yeah, we both.
That's very
on that one.
Yeah, that one's very Tunnel Runner-esque to me. Not exactly the same, but
unofficial sequel to Tunnel Runner.
It's a hard game too. Oh man.
Yeah. Have a nice day.
Yep. That game could really benefit from a mouse and keyboard. Trying to manipulate the 3D controls on it.
So many games that have yet to be re-released on modern consoles.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of them I'd love to see.
I actually, one of my happiest gets at a convention, because I only started going to retro game conventions, I guess. If you discount the pandemic, I've been to 3 years in a row. We've gone to one. So I guess starting in 2015 or 2016 rather. And so I went and I bought some old Game Boy games, and probably my happiest get was Faceball on the Game Boy, which I took home that night and I played to completion. Yeah.
On the Game Boy of all.
Yeah.
How does it play on there? Pretty good or terrible? Or?
It's real sluggish, but it's playable. I made it through start to finish on one charge, because I played it on an SP, a modded SP that I had.
Jacobins writes in quotes, Picnic Ranger.
Yes,
Picnic Ranger.
But that's just it. So, even the final.
Everybody now will sing that when they play this game.
In Final Fantasy, I don't remember where it was, but I think maybe it was the castle music in Final Fantasy. We had lyrics for that. It was something like "Magic will lead us right to him," stuff like that. And just we make up these stupid lyrics.
This boss looks like something out of a Darius game.
Yeah, right. So the bosses are all these huge sprite bosses with all these crazy. They have a lot of health, but they also have a lot of projectiles, and this is nothing compared to some of them. Hey Mikey, if you're there, did you ever win TGL mode? I've never done it personally, but I think he might have. Oh, so what I didn't show you is the special weapons. So I'll do that next stage.
Let's see. Diariti says the speedrunner Arctis is always singing little made-up songs when playing.
That guy, I don't know if it's... He's so chill about his speed runs. If you've ever watched him, he's just laid back. He's got this awesome handlebar type mustache, and he wears a cowboy outfit.
That's hilarious.
I don't know if it's part of
twisting his handlebar mustache.
He's just so relaxed, but I don't know if it's part of a character or if that's just who he is. But
hey, big shout out to let's see. Let me get your code name here, your username. I don't want to say your real name. Ayapal. It's Ayapal. Thank you for your $3 donation. Ayapal says, first time, long time, requesting some Tetristar the Fighter.
Tetristar? Sounds like Tetris.
Tetristar the Fighter for the NES. Okay, is that a Famicom game, or is that was that released in North America? Because we may need to download a ROM if it's Famicom. I don't know if Manny has everything.
I should have everything.
Oh, okay, sweet.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much. We'll get that on, man. Thank you for that. Appreciate it. We'll add it to our list. Which coming up, we have G.I. Joe Atlantis Factor after this game, and then Friday the 13th for 191 Desperado, and then we have. Then it'll be Tetristar. Yep.
I don't know if you remember, but we were going to try Ninja Turtles tonight.
We were going to do that. Yeah, we've gotten so many requests tonight.
I think maybe we save that one, honestly, because I don't know.
Yeah, let's save it. Yeah, especially if you're getting tired.
Yeah, it's getting late, and
it's getting late.
That might be a long one.
That would be. We were going to try to maybe at the end of the stream play through Ninja Turtles, but the stream we've got more requests than we did last time, so yeah, we'll save that for another time.
Might be able to find something I could run through quick, but that one I can't. I know that for sure.
Yeah, that one's not a quick one.
I should not have used that. It's a seaweed boss, as Mikey would call him.
He says, I think this is the crab boss. Oh, seaweed boss. Yeah, he goes, yeah.
See, I shouldn't have used the shot, because now it uses my energy, and then I get a weaker main weapon here. So now I've got this little, like, pea shooter.
Yeah. The bosses are really cool in this game. Kind of reminds me of the diversity you find in, like, Space Harrier.
Yeah. Oh, man. Another proud gaming moment. I love the 3DS. I might have said that a couple of times, but I had no problem buying 3D versions of old games like 3D Space Harrier. Was it Space Harrier 2? I think it was.
I think that was the first game, the arcade game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I beat that one on the hard mode without like adjusting the settings. I love that game so much, and Outrun 2.
Dude,
it just played
those are two of my favorite
so
games
well.
of all time. Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah, I've never beaten a Space Harrier game before, but I persevered to beat that one, man. In 3D, like legitimate 3D, it was just so good.
Yeah, I bet it was awesome. Yeah, I never played that version.
That and Outrun, really enjoyed.
It's one of my favorites. I remember playing the 32X version of that game at your house.
Yeah, 32.
Which was a good port. I remember us all trying to beat it. We were passing the controller around.
So Mikey, am I doing good?
Ranger, picking it. Ranger.
Am I doing justice to your favorite game? So, this could have gone one of two ways if he was requesting. It was either going to be this or Deadly Towers. And if it were Deadly Towers, we may as well just end the stream. That's a rough one. He actually beat that game, though. He beat it as a kid.
He beat it? Wow.
He beat it, yeah.
Mikey actually is the king of games on certain games.
Yeah, definitely.
Like he's a great competitive gamer in his own right.
Oh, so yeah, competitive wise, I swear he was probably like the best PvP player versus player on in World of Warcraft. Just like he was well known on all the servers, and he just played at such a high level competitively. Like I would drag him down trying to play alongside him. He was definitely carrying me. But
El Guapo Royer says, I would watch my dad and brother play this game for hours. That's cool to see that other people, played this game, have memories with it.
It's a hidden gem, I think. No one talks about this game, and they should.
Nobody ever talks about this game, yeah. Oh yeah, Ayapal says, have you guys figured out how to play online together? Parsec is good.
So we have, but we've had some lag between. All right, so when we first, I don't know, like a year ago, we were trying to stream together like we are now. And what we were doing was trying to play games through an emulator with online play turned on, which worked, but it was very unreliable. Like we couldn't always see each other's lobbies.
Yeah.
But it worked really well when it did work. And I think probably the best one that does work for us when we did try it was playing Switch Online games, NES and Super Nintendo.
Yeah, that
so
was good.
Yeah. I think if we do it, it would be with that versus RetroArch.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. I think you're right there. The Switch would probably be the best way to go. Or PlayStation 5 maybe.
Yeah, something that we could play together, even if it's modern, retro-inspired.
Right. Miguel says, a Genesis Switch Online stream could work for the two of you. Yeah, that would be fun. I don't think Manny has the Genesis add-ons yet.
I'd get it for that, but yeah. I've had no reason to. I want to get that if I can manage to get the N64 Switch controller.
Oh yeah, that would be cool to have. And they've made the emulation better on 64. They've improved it. I know when it came out the gate, it wasn't that great. Like it had some problems.
All right, Mikey, I'm shutting this down. We're gonna move on.
All right,
Hope you
Mikey,
enjoyed
thanks
it.
again for that. You didn't have to donate, man. Appreciate it. That was very kind of you. Great request from cousin Mikey. And next comes G.I. Joe Atlantis Factor. Another request from Keith. Thanks again for your donation, Keith.
Capcom game. That's good. That's a good sign.
It's pretty good. I had this game. I remember buying it at EB Games back in the day. We got it out of the bin, and it was a good one. It kind of reminds me of Bionic Commando in some ways, like the map system and the level, the way you go from level to level.
Yeah, it's funny because when I would play Bionic Commando, it would remind me of G.I. Joe.
Yeah.
Joe Bannon. G.I. Joe Bannon.
Joe Bannon. Oh my gosh. That's I haven't released any Joe Bannon stuff on the channel. Let's see. I remember on iRetro Gamer I put out Invisible Mikey.
Yeah. So let's see. Joe Bannon was a spin-off that didn't quite make it to a trilogy.
Yeah,
But,
it was.
yeah.
So these are short films I made in high school that Manny's talking about that he and Mikey starred in. And or he wasn't in the Joe Bannon movie. He was in. Joe Bannon was a character in a Goonies parody / homage that I made called The Loonies, starring Mikey and his friends, and Manny played the villain named Joe Bannon,
Who,
And,
in broad daylight, was trying to...
yeah,
to
in broad
rob their
daylight
home.
was trying to rob these teenagers who found a treasure chest in their basement. Oh, a bunch of loonies.
But then Joe Bannon went on to have almost like I think he was cursed in the end.
Joe Bannon became a more like well-rounded character, and he was. We made 2 other movies with Joe Bannon. We made so he was the villain in a movie called The Loonies that I made, and then he starred in his own movie, a spin-off called Joe Bannon Is Not a Barrymore.
Oh yeah, that was it.
And and then the sequel to that was Joe Bannon Is Not a Robot. And one
Not a
day
bear.
maybe these will see the light of day, but they're fun. They're fun, ridiculous short films.
I remember Not a Barrymore one. Well, I don't remember the details, but I remember something in like Brienne's room or something like that.
Yeah,
Something with the dolls.
yeah, with the doll and it comes to life.
Oh yeah. Which
Yeah.
was a authentic thing that happened that freaked
Yeah.
us out.
So I don't talk about them ever, but my dad remarried briefly before he passed away, and for a short period of time I had step siblings, and my stepsister in this period, she had a doll in her room that was it was the creepiest doll. It literally, you'd click it and its head would like almost spin around and go, "Mama," and it would spin. It was the creepiest doll. I swear you'd find it in a horror movie. And so I decided to put it in this like kind of a horror comedy, I guess, is what we were making.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's pretty funny stuff. Matt
Yeah.
says, I think the donation link is broken. It's been working for people all night. Let me click it and see.
I remember for that movie.
If you click it at the top of the screen, Matt, it'll at the top of the chat. Maybe it's broken in the description, but if you click it on the top of the chat, it'll work.
Ah! Like, I don't know if I can get out from there. Try again.
I know it works in the description too. Yeah, so I don't know. I'm sorry, Matt. I'm sorry. Thank you for wanting to. I don't know why it's not working out for you. Yeah, a lot of good memories making those short films. We made the Loonies. We made those 2 Joe Bannon movies, and then we made 2 Invisible Mikey short films.
Well, I remember with the Not a Barrymore movie. I think it all started because we I don't know, we were driving somewhere on a nearby highway to you, and there was a sign on the road that said prison area, do not pick up hitchhikers.
Yeah.
And I think that like spawned off the whole movie right there. So I remember being on the side of the road on a rainy day where you were filming yourself driving up to me to pick me up as a hitchhiker, and I'm thinking, oh man, like what if the prison guards think I'm actually escaped? And
So this movie, I play a like Texas Chainsaw Massacre hick kind of guy who picks up Manny on the side of the road. Manny is an escaped convict, and he's trying to hitchhike literally next to a sign that says "Do not pick up hitchhikers." It's so ridiculous. It's like a cartoon.
That was the whole point of the movies, where there was always so much irony and like comedy.
Yeah, really all 3 of those, the Loonies, that one, and the Not a Robot, there's so much like silly stuff going on in those movies. Like we were very self-aware.
In one of them that I don't think you ever showed was Nightmare Monsters, and it was basically Mikey and Tyler were trapped in this monster's home. They were prisoners in the basement, and they come to a point.
You know, that's included on the not all of it, but clips of it are shown in the Resident Evil My Retro Life episode.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's this one part where they escape, and they find a map on how to like escape, and it says they have to choose between these 2 lava lamps, and they're sitting there trying to decide, and they read the description. It says red is for bloodshed for the red lava lamp, and green is for life. And Tyler's like, well, I guess we have to pick one, and Mikey's like, let's pick the red one. Dude, I don't think we stopped laughing all night watching that back when.
We watched it. We watched it so many times, and I remember laughing so much till it hurt.
I don't know how to beat this guy, man. He just is right on top of you. Can I pick a different route?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I never got far in this game, even though I owned it. Yeah, Big Keith, I do still have copies of those movies. I'll find a way to put them online on the channel at some point. It'd be fun. 42 people watching. Thank you guys for joining us so late at night. We're going into midnight here. Just curious, where is everybody watching from? I'd be curious to see what parts of the country or maybe around the world. I always like seeing that. It always blows my mind that people watch from all over the world.
Was that health? What was that? Was that a bomb?
You got Michigan in the house, Philadelphia, Germany, California, Rhode Island, Maryland, Sydney, Australia. Wow. Arizona, as always, says Jacoby. The San Francisco Bay Area. Oh, cool. I've been over there. Actually stood in front of the Full House house. Brazil. Porto Alegre, Brazil.
I figured it out. Check this out. Aha.
Oh, you got a sweet spot.
Well, sort of. Now he's like... If I duck right as he's about to swing, he'll miss. But if I stay ducked, he'll kick.
Wow, look at that.
Oh, I stayed too long. All right, wait.
Oh, geez,
all right, wait. I'm going to do it. I have to at least beat this dude.
Manny's determined. He's got his game face on.
I got to do it. I can't give up on the first boss. Because the game isn't that hard leading up to it. It's just some
Indiana,
ridiculous
Tennessee.
boss. Oh, I could also power up the gun. I haven't paying attention. There we go.
Hey pal from New York says, I'm back here in Chill Penguins, aka New York.
Yeah, really.
Worst, Oregon? Is that the name of the town? Worst? Connecticut, Colorado.
Come on, give me some more POW.
Hey, big shout out to Matt. Appreciate it, Matt's Gaming Life, for the $5 donation, man. Thank you so much. He says, oh, he actually. Okay, here we go. Just got off work and cooking dinner. Happy to see you guys streaming. Hey, let us know if you have a game request. We'll get it in. We probably only can take a few more requests as we've filled this list up. We've been going pretty late tonight, but
it's not over.
Thank you so much, Matt, for that. Let us know what game we can put on for you after. There's a couple left. Friday the 13th after this one, and then yours will come. And then Mad Schmupper with the donation. Thank you so much, Mad Schmupper. $5 donation. Much appreciated, man. Let us know what game we can get on for you. We'd love to get it on for you. And but yeah, next will be Matt's. Oh, next we have Friday the 13th.
Which way should I go? Up? Should I go north, east, or south?
Go south. Maybe go south.
Things are going south.
Things are going south.
Wetsuit. Yeah, all right. I'll play as Wetsuit.
My favorite G.I. Joe character is always Snake Eyes. I always thought he was so cool looking. Oh, okay, Mikey. Good night. Have a good night. Hope everybody's doing well, man.
See you, Mikey. Hopefully, I guess you didn't do your D&D tonight, so you could have been here live.
There you go. Maybe next time we'll get you in.
Missed it.
Saboteur says, love watching people play Friday the 13th on NES. Well, it's coming next. That is a fun one to watch people play because that's such an ominous vibe, that game.
Hey, this guy's the same strategy.
Look at that. Oh, but he looks like he kicked you right where the sun don't shine.
I'll try once more. I have a hard time motivating myself to stop sometimes.
Ayapal, yeah, the current game lineup is, after this game, we've got request from 191 Desperado, Friday the 13th. And then, I don't know if Matt Gaming Life, I don't know if he responded in the chat with a request or not. But he also donated and had a request, or just, sent us a donation, which was very nice. And then the Mad Schmupper, Mad Schmupper wants to play Monster Party. Okay, sweet.
There's a strange game at what's it called?
Yeah,
Zombie Nation.
Oh yeah, that is a weird game.
Notice no one requested that one. I wouldn't even.
Yeah,
know where to
your
start.
donation went through, Mad Schmupper. We got it.
All right. Should we keep going, or you want to switch over to something? To the
I
next
say,
one?
yeah, let's go. Let's move on to Friday the 13th.
All right.
This one coming at you from who requested? Oh, 191 Desperado.
Friday the 13th. Why certainly?
I certainly will get you some Friday the 13th. Such a
George,
creepy
Mark,
song.
Paul, Laura, Debbie, Chrissy. Let's pick Mark.
So, did
Why
you
not?
have this game?
No, my friend had it, and this is one of the games that we used to be scared of playing.
Yeah, me too. So my neighbors had this game. Again, I think it was Timmy, Tommy, and Toby.
Ah, dude, I didn't expect that so soon.
Oh wow, yeah, he hardly ever appears right at the beginning.
Can I do anything to him? I don't remember.
We used to dare ourselves to play this game. I remember because the cover art alone was frightening. And I remember this being the scary game, you know. Really, yeah, it did. It gave me anxiety, this game, when I was a kid.
I'm going to go to the left, even though that might not be correct. Okay, it is. All right. So I think the way you can tell your bearing is the lake is always in the center. Well, at least when you're closer to the lake.
Right.
Thank you.
Matt says, I don't have a request. Play anything you want. Cool, Matt. Well, maybe we'll end the stream with your quote unquote request, and I'll request one from Manny. We'll see what it is, and that'll be the end of our stream. So thank you guys so much for your requests and your donations, but we are going to cap it off with Monster Party will be the last request, and that was from Mad Schmupper. That's going to be after this game, and then we'll end the stream with a request of my own for Manny, courtesy of Matt's Gaming Life.
I don't remember zombies in the film.
You know, okay, this is funny, and people are going to think I'm crazy. I have never seen a Friday the 13th movie.
That does surprise me. What about Freddy movies? Nightmare.
I have never seen a Freddy movie.
Really?
I've seen almost all the Halloween movies. I've seen tons of Italian horror movies, like by Dario Argento, movies like Suspiria and Deep Red. I've seen tons of horror movies. I used to call myself a horror movie buff, but how can you call yourself a horror movie buff and never have seen Friday the 13th or Freddy Krueger? It's weird, and it's because Dad, he actually didn't like these movies. And he was a big horror movie buff. He even made independent horror movies when he was in his 20s, you know. And but whenever these movies would come on TV, I take it back. I've seen a lot of Jason Takes Manhattan, which is like people tell me is one of the worst ones. I've seen a lot of that on TV. One night I remember watching that. But yeah, it's weird. It's weird. I need to actually do that one of these days and actually sit down and watch some Friday the 13th movies.
It's like I'm lobbing baseballs.
Oh yeah, sorry, we missed Tetristar.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, that was Tetristar. That's I almost forgot that. It's because I didn't write it down on this other notepad here. Tetristar will be after this one.
This might have helped, having the dagger. So I'm in the cave. Completely lost in the cave. And someone's gonna get murdered. Alright, I gotta find my way out. And over there.
Oh no, Aapal, yeah, we'll get Tetristar on for you. That was just my mistake. I think when you originally put that request in, it didn't show in Streamlabs any kind of text. I think you might have just said in the chat what game you wanted us to play, which or maybe I'm wrong and I might have just missed it, but yeah, I got it in the queue now. We're good now, man. Thank you for that. So I used to freak out playing this game or watching people play this game because all the moments where Jason jumps out at you randomly in the house,
Yeah.
or on the that used to terrify me when I was a kid. I literally did not want to watch somebody play this game because of the fear of Jason just randomly popping out of nowhere.
I agree with you. God, you have to hurry up. Yeah, it's not happening. They're dead. They're dead meat. Oh, they're dead. I went the wrong way anyway. Yeah, so you have to get to the kids in time to save them. Can you actually win the game? Or is it one of those...
Yeah, I think you can, yeah. Did your friend ever beat it?
I don't think so. Yeah, I doubt it.
Now I know where my anxiety stems from, trying to save these poor kids.
Right, next house. Let's see how I do against Jason with when I use the dagger. Actually, I want to heal before I... Oh, I healed him. Oops. Can you dodge? Oh, you can. Alright. Oh. It's alright. Still got 3 kids.
It's okay. You only let a few kids die.
Yeah, I want to take another shot at him, though, so I'm gonna... I'm not gonna pick the guy he was trying to murder. Alright, this way.
Keith,
wow.
I actually really like the new Chili Peppers song. I think it's really good. The Red Hot Chili Peppers just dropped their new single today. They have an album coming out in April. Some of you might know I really like the Chili Peppers. The new song is really good. John Frusciante's back in the band, the guitarist. I think it's called Black Summer. Dark Summer? What's it called?
Oh, there he is. How do I dodge?
Black Summer is the name of the song. Yeah.
Down and to the left. Down to the right.
Good job.
Ah, finally. All right.
Wow, way to go. You win for now.
So I think I just leave. I think I have to just whittle him down. I could use some health.
What's up, Julio? Yeah, it is great. Tour starts soon. I haven't checked the tour dates yet. I wonder if they're coming to Houston. That would be cool. I've never seen them live. I know it's a big festival tour, I think, right? Miguel says, I think this is a game I enjoyed more as an adult than as a kid. Aopow says, I wonder if Capcom got the idea for Nemesis from this game. Yeah, I wonder. Yeah.
Ah.
Resident Evil 3.
I never did finish Resident Evil 2, the remake.
Yeah, I haven't either. I have it on PlayStation 4. I haven't jumped into it yet.
Did you ever finish Village?
No, I haven't finished Village. I got it. Village literally disturbed me entirely with that scene in the dollhouse.
Oh, the baby thing.
Oh gosh. So my problem is I want to play it. I need to get a good set of headphones, like Bluetooth headphones, and play on my bigger TV after my daughter goes to bed and stuff, because that is just like nightmare fuel, and I can't imagine her seeing that. So I need to get back into it. Resident Evil 7 is great. Yeah, I mean, Village is excellent. 8.
See, I intentionally scare my daughter. She she likes when I scare her. She tells me to scare her. She says,
"Really?"
Yeah,
Yeah, Hallie does that too sometimes. Yeah.
One of the things that she likes is at some point when she was changing, her head got stuck in her shirt. She was trying to change her shirt, and she said something like, "I look like the Shovel Man." I don't know who the hell the Shovel Man is,
Shovel
but
Man, yeah.
it sounds like someone you don't want to
Like,
meet. So
did she play Shovel? Did she play Shovel Knight?
no, nothing like that. So I don't know who the Shovel Man is, but now he's a horror character. She tells me to
It does
put
sound
my
like a
head in my
crazy.
shirt and become the Shovel Man, and I
That sounds
do
like a
that.
scary horror character.
Yeah, and I like chase around the house like that, and I like make zombie sounds as I do it, and she screams and runs away. She loves it. She loves being scared out of her mind. So I feel like she
Wow,
would
that's
like
funny.
this.
She's gonna probably love haunted houses when she's older.
Yeah, maybe. In fact, yeah,
Wesley.
there was one we
Wes-
went to on Halloween.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, a walkthrough someone was doing. She was a bit scared, but I think she
Like
enjoyed
that
it.
was too scary. Yeah. Wesley says, "What system are y'all doing next?" I think we decided on Super Nintendo next week. That's cool, Keith. Yeah, that's a great song. I-95 by Fountains of Wayne. Yeah, I played that on my Facebook page, my personal account. Some of you guys follow me on my personal account. It's weird. People can follow me and ask me for. I stopped taking friend requests at one point on Facebook because I just originally my Facebook page was just my personal Facebook page, and so I write a lot of stuff to family on there and stuff, and so it's no offense to anybody who maybe have sent me a request on there. That I didn't accept the request. I just stopped taking them at one point because I still want to kind of keep it sort of personal. So I don't know, one of those things. But
I hardly
yeah,
ever
Keith,
look at mine. Oh.
yeah, Facebook in general is like, I don't know. Sometimes I wonder why I even have a page. I like, I do the social media accounts on my Retro Life. Which is cool. Facebook and Instagram and Twitter. But the good stuff. Silent Hill on PlayStation 1 is still unnerving even today. It's one of the creepiest games that I ever played in my life. I remember playing that with Dad back in the day.
That's a series I never got into, and I wish I did.
Yeah, it's nightmare fuel.
More nightmare fuel. Hey, we lost one of the kids. It was 4 before.
Poor kid. He's probably like, please kill me, I'm in this terrible game. Which this isn't really a terrible game.
Yeah,
just
I'm
has
getting
that
the hang of it.
reputation.
Apparently not that well, though. All right. You and your friends are dead. Game over.
Classic. So classic.
Very
I'll
straight.
never forget watching James back in the day when that episode first aired. Like so long ago now. We're talking like 2007.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember laughing so hard at that part where he's like, your friends are dead, your dog is dead, all this stuff. And so funny.
What's up next?
Next we have we got two more. Next we have I take that back. We have 3 more, including the one that will be my request at the end.
Okay.
Tetristar is next, and that was for Aopal. This is a game I've never played. I'm going to look it up actually because I don't even remember if I've seen the box art.
All right, so it looks like it's a Famicom game, right?
No, it's a let's see.
Because I don't see an English.
Let's find
version.
out. Tetristar the Fighter. No, it got released in. Maybe it is.
I mean, I could pull it in. Just I'll take. It'll be the Japanese version.
Okay. trying to find it. See if it was a. Um, it is a Famicom game. Yeah. I'm trying to find out if it had a different name in the U.S. or maybe it was released in the UK and
Whoa,
not the U.S.
there's some crazy effect. I think the reason why it lags on your end, Jacobians, is I have that white noise in the background, and I think that trips up the stream because it's a lot of action happening at once for the encoder. But then again, I could be wrong. Oh, this is gonna be fun.
Oh, it kind of looks like Captain Skyhawk. That one part in Captain Skyhawk.
I have no idea what I'm doing, but let's play. So a couple months ago, I decided, hey, let me play a Super Nintendo game I never played before. And I played through and beat in one night. It wasn't that hard, but I think it was Hyper Zone, something like that. It was like,
Oh yeah, it's like a Space Harrier kind of game.
yeah, not really a good game, but kind of tolerable enough to play to the end. This is more Space Harrier-ish.
Yeah, this is kind of a Space Harrier / 3D World Runner type of shooter. I like this. Got that like Looney Tunes kind of music in the background though.
Yeah. So, do I have extra weapons here? Looks like...
Terrence says, I finally caught one of your streams. Do either of you still play original hardware or with flash cards? I play original hardware on only the more modern stuff that I have, and all the other stuff is emulation. We're doing emulation tonight just for the convenience of it. But I think, Manny, you still have all the old hardware at your mom's house.
Yep, all the old hardware from, let's see, what do we have? Atari 26, NES, SNES, Genesis, Sega CD, 32X, Saturn, Dreamcast, Jaguar, Game Boy, and Game Gear, and Gamecom.
I think there's a Master System too. Sorry,
yes. Sorry, Master System as well.
You guys had that, yeah. Yeah, they had a lot of consoles, just like Dad and I did.
Yeah, over the years. I mean, you guys were the evangelists for Sega, and that's one of the reasons why we had them.
Sega Evangelist.
Yeah.
That'd be a great name for a YouTube channel.
Better claim it before someone else does. The Sega Evangelist.
Yeah, I know, right?
Although you had a unique one with the Sega Channel, which was
the Sega Channel. That was one of the first incarnations of My Retro Life. Miguel says, sounds like Tiny Toons.
Who's this guy? Is he like sitting in a theater watching?
Looks like it.
Never mind.
It looks like Bill Gates.
Bill Gates is talking to the general.
What a strange cutscene.
This is some good gameplay, though. I like it. I'll have to see if I could get a translation of this.
Okay, all the music of this game is like public domain classical music.
It is.
This is called the Saber Dance. I think that's what this is called. It is a really cool game. I've never heard of this game. Great request.
Yeah, I never heard of this either. There's so many hidden gems in the Japanese library that I just don't know about because how would I, right? And half the ones that you play they need a translation for you to understand what to do. This one, thankfully, you don't.
Yeah. Yep. Good request, man. A lot of people in the chat saying they're going to check this game out, adding it to their list. Yep.
Yeah, I'll definitely add it to my backlog. Wouldn't mind trying to get to the end of this. Oh.
Ooh. Yeah, really cool. I like the scrolling effects in the background and some of the looks like a Death Star or something up there. Yeah.
It sends out these homing missiles. I actually had Captain Skyhawk. You mentioned it earlier.
I remember you guys having that. Yeah, I love that game.
Yeah, I like that one too.
Very I think that one was developed by Rare.
Yeah, it is, because it's on the Rare Replay, I believe.
Oh, okay, cool.
You know what? I had so much fun. Because I had the Rare Replay. I played through and mastered legitimately Blast Core.
Oh, really?
Oh man.
Hard game.
Back when we had it, I definitely played it through to the end. And
Ayapal says this is a Taito game. Taito made this. I wonder if it's on any of the Taito collections.
Look at this dog. Robot dog thing.
That's hilarious.
And that looks like Captain Falcon next to him.
Yeah, it does.
It's got the visor.
Robot dog co-pilot like Chewbacca from Star Wars, but a robot.
Yeah. I'm assuming he's a robot.
Let's go back to this song.
I can't control it. I guess it's a cutscene. Looks like there's dialogue.
That really looks like Captain Skyhawk right there, where you have to get the thing into the...
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, wow. I hadn't thought of that in a while.
I can tell you, this game would be better, though, if it didn't have this classical music. I'd much prefer, like, a really cool, like, chiptune space shooter kind of, soundtrack.
Let's see, I can shoot these weapons now. Don't know if it's help. Oh.
Well, cool effects, though. Oh, man.
I'll give this guy one more shot. See, like, I'm not getting any feedback if I'm damaging it when I shoot it. Like, there's no sound or effect. So I don't really know.
I used to love how the Konami games would especially like Turtles. When you'd fight a boss or whatever, they'd start flashing red, or they'd even make that sound like...
Oh, yeah.
Like, you knew when you were doing damage on those bosses.
All right, this one's done. Look at that. The Earth is blowing up.
Oh, man. Look what you did, Manny.
Wow, this is cool.
That was a cool request. Thanks for that. Introducing us all to that. Next one up is Monster Party. And that's from the Mad Schmupper. And Monster Party will be our last viewer request for the night, and then we'll do one. I'll give you one that'll fill in for Matt's Gaming Live, who also donated. Yeah. I don't know if I lost your audio, Manny.
Can you hear me?
Oh, now I can. Yeah.
Yeah, it just wasn't saying anything.
Yeah, it does seem that every time you go to the change a game, I think things get bogged down or something.
We could do that, although it's a little clunky. All right, Monster Party. Yeah, we'll figure it out next time.
Yeah,
we're always growing and evolving here.
Oh, totally. Mad Schmepper says, Tyler, I recall an episode where you talk about your dad's job and mentioned RoboCop. Do you have any movie memorabilia of any type from your childhood that your dad may have lucked upon and kept? I wish I still had it, but oh gosh, I hate that I don't have it anymore. Because it would be cool to have kept it. But when the Goonies came out, he took my cousin Ryan down here in Texas to see the Goonies, and he got a movie program magazine for the Goonies, and I used to read this thing. And it came with a box set, like a miniaturized version of it. It came with the Blu-ray box set, but he had the original. I bet I could get it on eBay. I don't know how much it goes for now, but it was such a fun souvenir, movie program souvenir. They used to do this with movies back then. Sometimes you'd get a movie, you go to a movie and you could buy this like program that was meant to be a souvenir for seeing the film. And there's this great Goonies magazine. It went behind the scenes about the making of the movie, and it broke down all the characters and talked about even the deleted scene, the octopus scene. And I love the Goonies, one of my favorite movies of all time. So I would say that one comes to mind.
The kid is looking up in the sky, sees a shining star, is captivated by it. Turns out it's this guy who crashes in front of him. It's like, hey, by the way, we gotta go stop the monsters. I'd be scared out of my mind. I'd be like, dude, I don't know what's happening. I'm getting the hell out of here. He's like, yeah, okay.
First of all, the character looks like he could be Ness from Earthbound with that baseball bat. But this game, I swear, he's flying with this monster across the... Like, okay, this is one of the weirdest, most trippy games. Have you ever played this game?
No.
It is crazy, Manny. Just wait until you get to the part where everything turns into hell. It's like... you're playing this like...
Well, they're fusing together.
This is a weird game. I thought maybe you'd played this. You're in for a surprise. This is a very strange one.
All right. Hey, this is a good one then. If it can take me by surprise.
Yep. I'm excited to see your reaction to this. This is great. This is a weird game.
Look at this.
I'm telling you.
Look how he crawls. Look at this guy. His legs are coming out of the ground. Can I go in the mouth? I can. Hello, baby. Oh, he attacks me.
You have to hit the bubbles back.
Okay, yeah, there we go.
So this game kind of plays like a boss rush game. Like there's like nothing but all those doorways you go into basically lead you to a boss. And in order to beat the stage, you have to beat all the bosses.
I like that. I like boss rush.
Yeah, no, I actually really like this game.
Come on. How many hits does this guy take?
You'll get him. Takes more than I thought.
Whoa. A big eggplant.
He takes a lot more than I thought, but you'll get him eventually.
Ah, there he is. You dropped a question mark, which turns me into something I'm thinking. It turned into a gargoyle.
Oh yeah, so now you got that, and now when you come out here, the whole level has gone to hell. Or it will in a bit. It's almost like in Silent Hill when everything turns evil.
Well, I wouldn't know.
Like,
I never.
like all these smiley faces and stuff. Watch what happens. You're about to enter like a demon world.
Empty.
Yeah, this is the thing. There's so many random, weird things in this game.
I feel like I've seen these legs coming out of the floor before. Definitely a reused sprite. So who made this?
This was Bandai.
What does that mean? What's happening?
Oh, you're about to turn into the human again, I think, or I don't know.
Sorry, I'm dead.
This is the thing. It's like literally they ran out of time making the game, or they have a big sense of humor, and they decided you're going to enter this room and the boss is already dead.
This guy's on fire.
When you pass this cactus tree thing, this is when things go crazy.
Oh boy. Wow, look at that. Everything's bleeding. I like the crawl motion.
This is This is a perfect game to play on Halloween.
So this, alright, that thing that just crawled at me, it kind of would remind me of something from, say, Hardhead.
Yeah, totally. I wouldn't be surprised if it's the same people who made this game. It's because they're both weird games.
Wow, that's pretty cool. There's like a transparency on that guy.
Oh yeah,
you can see through his eye. Yeah. Please don't pick on me. So, like, if I don't pick on him, will I just win?
Yeah, you just lay into him.
Oh, okay.
When he gets close to you.
He's taking a good chunk out of me. Oh, I'm admittedly being a little careless here.
Yeah. I remember. Okay, you got the key to the end of the level. Yeah. Just don't die.
Here comes Curly. There he goes.
Yeah, it looks like you can jump on those blocks.
Whoa, 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 whoa. What happened? Oh, those hands got me? Oh. Wow, one life. Gotta be careful.
Yeah. You're near the end. Don't hit the hands.
Trying to... I could crawl under it.
He goes down there, though. Oh, gosh.
Oh, boy. Whoa!
How did you do that? That's crazy.
Oh, no. Let's go in this door. Health? No, of course not.
Just another empty room.
Aye. All right, I did it. Made it.
Wow. Oh, gosh. That was close.
Oh. Your password, F8D9TK, exclamation, question Z.
I'll remember that.
All right. I'm hitting my head.
This level's tough. I actually beat this game. I got into this game one year, and I got addicted to it.
Nice. Look at the fish head man. I'm telling you, I've seen these sprites somewhere.
Well, I actually reviewed this game years ago for Nintendo Life. It was the one time I collaborated with Nintendo Life back in 2000.
Oh, maybe that was it then.
Maybe you saw that review.
Let's mix it up. All right. It looks like she's shooting slugs, not snakes.
All right, Green Devil. Have a good night, man. Thanks for watching the stream. Good to see you. You smack the projectiles back at the enemies, yeah. Yeah, that's one of the best strategies for most of the bosses.
Just go right up to him.
Well, there's that, but also hitting back the projectile.
Okay. Yeah. So do you find that during the Halloween season that you play more monster and horror games?
Yeah, I do. I like to return to a lot of those like horror themed games, like this one, Splatterhouse, Castlevania.
I definitely do Castlevania. Resident Evil. I try to throw something new in there that I haven't done before, like I did Outlast 2 for this past Halloween.
Yeah. Castlevania is always a must around Halloween.
Yeah. Yeah, I also have Christmas games I play. Which,
Yeah.
but the one I really like is this game called Christmas Wonderland. Is like Christmas Wonderland 3 and 4 in particular, and they're called hidden object games. So you get this scene that's like pre-rendered, and you have to find like amongst all the mess in the scene, you have to find like the candy cane or something. And, it's like tucked away and it's hard to see because of it's just too much like visual noise.
Yeah.
So like for some reason I really enjoy that, and every level is like a different advent calendar day.
Okay. Is it like a mobile game or?
I think it's also a mobile game. I had played it first on the 3DS.
Okay.
And I think it's also on PC. But that's my go-to Christmas game.
That's cool. My go-to Christmas game is Christmas Nights.
Oh, okay, yeah, that'd be a good one.
Which was it was like a special, like extra. It was a level, like a new level. No, really, it was more like a demo that was reskinned for Christmas of the game Nights on Sega Saturn.
That was the one that was only available on Christmas, though, right? Something like that.
Yeah, so you basically Christmas Nights, you have to play it on Christmas to get all the Christmas effects. Otherwise, it's just a demo for the game. Yeah, this is just look at this boss. It's a shrimp.
Yeah, fried shrimp.
That's why this game is so bizarre. I'm telling you, there's so many weird bosses.
This one's pretty easy compared to the other ones.
Yeah.
Huh. Whoa, he turned into an onion ring.
This game, I tell you, it's so ridiculous. It's so crazy that I love it.
Yeah, this is definitely a good pick.
Okay, this is some spammer here. I'm gonna hide this.
I must have missed it. Ah. It does. It looks like a beer battered onion ring. That sounds good.
I know, that's
for
the
that.
thing.
I'm really
like,
hungry.
What were they doing when they made this game? Were they at a restaurant and high on something?
Ah, come on.
This game is incredible, G-Dub.
Oh, dude. No, it's like shish kebab. All right, yeah, didn't expect this. Definitely wouldn't have expected this.
I'm glad you get to check this game out.
Yeah, this has been a really fun experience doing these because everyone has suggested something that's pretty much new to me. So I get to try all these new games, and there's definitely some I'll come back to.
Yeah, these streams, the Requestathon streams, they've always been pretty popular on the channel whenever I stream these kind of streams, because I think people they get excited about, like, what is everybody going to request? Like, what are we going to see tonight? It becomes kind of a fun mystery. And I've been introduced to so many cool games as a result of these streams.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, see, when people say, oh, I should stream something, like, to me, it wouldn't be a requestathon. Like, I would rather plow through something I've been playing And
Yeah.
but I get it. Like that's not really interesting to everyone, but um,
Well,
I don't
and
know.
it is there's definitely certain nights that would be cool to do that, and people like those too. It's good to have the diversity. Um, like I I think it's going to be great to on this live streaming channel, be able to say, hey, tonight we're gonna, Manny's gonna try to, beat, and you say like it's a really hard game, or we can even, do a run of maybe a role playing game, even like we start playing a role playing game and getting through that over time,
Hmm.
and it might take a few nights even, to do that.
Yeah, I think maybe consistent on Fridays would be good to do something like this, or we'll play through, some
Right,
of this in
like
like a.
Friday nights can be the more like system or thematic, because request nights, because we could even do a request night where it's like beat 'em ups,
Hmm. Right.
you know, or some genre of game, not
So
just like system.
yeah, I got a couple of games that I wouldn't mind doing live, which I was thinking maybe tomorrow. But like I said, I'm at the end of Gears 2, which maybe I'll just finish it out live. I don't know.
Yeah,
Um,
that's the thing. Well, and that's something I do want to. I have to kind of figure out. Maybe we can talk about it later, because
oops.
I don't know. Like Gears gets pretty violent, and
Mm,
the regular channel has always been aimed as a family channel. So I don't know. Maybe we'd be fine to do that on this live streaming channel.
that's fine.
Uh,
I also have
but
Pikmin 3 I'm getting through,
yeah,
which is
yeah. Pikmin 3.
oh,
I never got into the Pikmin games.
it took me a bit, but I like it. It's once see I get stressed out with games where it's like, oh, the time for the day ran out, come back tomorrow, but you have to eat food to survive to tomorrow. So that means you have to farm for the food or go
Wow.
find it. Eventually, like what I found was giving it a real shot is that you get plenty of food and that you really it's hard to lose.
Yeah.
So it's a matter, and you could also lose the Pikmin themselves if you're careless, but nothing is ever permanent, it seems, and you could always rewind the day and try it again. So that being said, I was a little
That's
more
cool. Yeah.
comfortable with it. I think I did. Oh no, I didn't. Didn't do this one. Dude, he's throwing plates at me. It's a
I'm telling you, this
it's
is
a
it's the
well.
most it's the most random game. I swear. Like, there's certain bosses too that I'm trying to remember some of them. There's one guy, I think he's like a naked rock and roller. Like he's like a naked guy with a guitar, I think.
I'm just gonna go up in his face. So
Yeah, I think that's the best.
I was
Probably the best way.
knocking the plates, but they weren't going back to him. Looks like I have
Yeah.
a key now. Maybe I can actually leave.
Yeah, you can actually beat the level now with that key. Just don't get hit.
Fish people. Fish people, xenomorph eggs.
It's such a random, bizarre game.
You know what Master System game I always liked? I think it was is it Alien Syndrome, the one where
Yeah.
you have to
It- it-
basically rescue all the people?
yeah.
Kind of
Alien Syndrome's a good one. Yeah. It's based on a classic Sega arcade game too.
hmm Ta-da! All right, we'll stop that one. Now I'm really curious where you're gonna send me next.
All right. Well, that is check out a little bit of the first part of this level. I'm trying to remember
All right.
what the stage looks like. What a crazy game! I'm glad this one got requested because it's just so bizarre. Okay, this cave stage. I like that cool glow effect in the background.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. So let's do. You know what? Let's do this one, Manny. For the request. This is courtesy of Matt's Gaming Live. Thank you for your donation, and thank each and every one of you who donated and requested through the stream tonight. It's been a fun night. I hope you guys have had a good time, and we'll end the stream with one that Manny and I spent a lot of time with one summer. the summer of 2000. I'm going to request Spelunker.
Okay. Yeah. Now let's see if we can remember all the secrets. Because every time you loop through the game, you have to find all the gems again, but they're in either different spots or the requirements to get them changes. I think there are
Yeah.
6 loops.
It's such a fun game to watch people play, because especially somebody who can do well with it, because it's a challenge, really challenging game. I think a lot of people give up on it because of the controls, and you don't have enough, like, when you fall, it's like Donkey Kong, where if you fall just a little bit, you die.
Yeah,
And,
yeah. You have to really. The hardest thing I think is doing something about jumping. Jumping from vine to vine is actually tough because you might slip off the vine pressing to the left or right.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and like you said, you can't really fall. You can't fall that much. But basically,
Yeah, you really can't.
You work your way down the mine. You get bombs. You get flares to stop the bats. You have a little gun to shoot ghosts, even though I don't understand that one.
This one always had a very Pitfall, a super Pitfall vibe. But this is actually a better game than Super Pitfall.
Yeah, definitely. You have to make sure you're not on screen for the bomb blast.
Kurt, I never played the remake of this on PlayStation 3.
Did they remake Spelunker, or is he talking? Or is he talking about Spelunky?
He says it's a remake of this game.
Yeah, you got to press to the direction and jump at the same exact time, or you slip off like I did there. And some of these areas have like hidden items. If you go over here.
Yeah, Manny actually mastered this game years ago. I think you pretty much made it a quest of yours to master this game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, really. Once you could figure out the jumping, like I'm talking about here, you'll get it.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
You gotta use your gun
Yeah.
to make it disappear.
Yeah, I always liked
trade.
Sorry.
Oh,
what?
sorry. We started talking at the same time. Go. You say what you were gonna say.
I always liked games like this where, see, I jumped over there and I got the one up to show, and I died. So now I gotta start over. I always like games like this where, as you go lower and lower or deeper into a dungeon or something like that, it changes, colors change, like everything just gets harder, and this is definitely one of those.
Like these kind of games too. Any kind of underground exploration, like adventure game like this, like Pitfall. Pitfall was the granddaddy of these games. But I love them all. Spelunker, Pitfall, Pitfall 2, Super Pitfall. What's it called? Montezuma's Revenge.
That one's really fun.
Yeah, it really is. Boulder Dash.
Montezuma is actually, I think, the Master System probably has one of the best ones.
It is. I think it's the best port of the game. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, so they made a game, Spelunky, that it's more of roguelite, where it's random every time you play it. You die and you start over from the start. You lose all your items, that sort of thing.
Yeah, I haven't played that one.
It's tough. I never really got through it because I appreciate those type of games. I played some of them, like Rogue Legacy was one of them. That was a lot of fun, but it's, that one was a little frustrating.
What would you say is your favorite underground exploration kind of game like this?
Boulder Dash.
Boulder Dash, yeah, I mentioned that earlier. Yeah, that's one of my favorites too.
Yeah, it was more of a puzzle game, I think. But yeah, I like that one a lot.
That's another good NES game, yeah.
Yep, I like the NES port a lot. We had it on the Commodore.
Yeah, you guys introduced me to it via the NES. I think Mikey played it for me one time. we're looking at games up in his room, and I was like, "What's this game? I've never played it before." And I immediately thought it was awesome, and I sought it out. I remember buying it at Funko Land after playing it at your house.
I'm running out of oxygen. I have to get this pump thing. There we go.
That and Kickle Cubicle was one I remember discovering at your house.
Yep, Kickle Cubicle. Let's see if I can slip by. Yeah. Oh, and I fell off this. I didn't want to waste a flare. Yes. Who cares? I've got so many. Yeah, Kickle Cubicle is actually a fun puzzle game.
A really great game. Irem developed it.
I streamed that one with you a long time ago.
Long time ago.
One of the first times we ever streamed anything.
Yep, I remember.
And we played it to the end, I believe.
Yeah, I think so.
And we also did back then eSWAT. You remember that?
Yeah, I remember that. Was that on iRetroGamer, or what was that?
I don't remember. Honestly,
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Was it like were we trying to start something new or something? I don't know.
Yeah, I think we were trying to just get into streaming, and
yeah,
this is probably like the best attempt I think we've both made at it.
yes,
but
yeah, I agree. I think this night in particular has been really smooth and really fun, and I think we've ironed out a lot of the kinks.
Yeah. The hopefully we keep a consistent schedule. Oh no.
Yeah, I mean, I'm hoping so too. That's why we made that new banner, and we've got that going on the front page. And I mentioned it earlier in the stream. I don't know how many of you were there because we've been streaming quite a long time. But there's going to be a big refresh on the main channel with new artwork and new animations and that kind of thing. So that's coming soon.
Yeah, personally, I've always wanted to do something stream-like, but I like I've told you, Tyler, it's very awkward for me to basically talk alone to chat, pay attention to that and all that. So having the commentary really helps me get through the games and be a part of it.
Well, yeah, and we mentioned this before when we first talked about this, but Manny came to me and suggested we start doing it this way. And immediately when he thought of it, he called me up, and we talked about it. And immediately I was like, that should be what it is. Like that's perfect because you're a better gamer than I am. In general, you play games better than I do. I have certain skill sets in certain games, and I'm not too shabby, but you're really good. Like you're the king of games. So I for years, doing the communication and talking with the channel and everything, I feel like I can carry conversation pretty well. So I always thought like immediately, oh yeah, we'll make a really great team when it comes to this sort of live streaming thing. And I think people will really like it, especially getting to know you more, people that watch the channel. And just it'd be a great way to get you on the channel in some way.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, being a part of this, it's been working on my, I say as I lose focus here, trying to concentrate, working on my presentability, I think. My voice doesn't really carry too well in situations like this, deep voiced, monotonatic, but trying to work on it through all this. So it's been a fun experience. It's something I definitely wanted to try to do more of with the new year.
Oh yeah,
and I think it's going the right way.
Yeah, and I think doing stuff on camera, and this is for any of you watching too, who maybe have a YouTube channel or want to get into it, or even streaming. it's like anything. It's a muscle. It's you have to. It's a skill too. Like you learn and you grow with each new attempt, and you fine tune your skills, and you get better over time, just like anything. And so that's for anybody listening, really, to encourage you to keep doing what you're doing. If you love it, you enjoy it, have a fun time with it, you'll only get better.
Hmm. So I've heard you say it a couple of times like that. George, G to the next level, probably was the motivation I had, because he said, just do it. Just like, if you want to do it, just do it, and don't care about how it goes, or like, the setup or anything like that. Just jump in and do it, and you'll figure it out. And I'm like, you know what? He's got a great point. So let's try that. And
he's a great guy too. And if anybody's watching who has not seen George's channel, a friend of mine, and friend of the show, G to the next level, highly recommend it. You can find him on the main My Retro Life page at the bottom of the screen. He's under like my friend's playlist. Oh, Spelunker.
I fell right off that rope. I was panicking because the ghost was coming for me.
Oh, we just got another shout out here for a new donation that came through. Thank you so much, Melissa. $10 donation. She just said, "Hi guys." Melissa, if you're watching, first of all, thank you so much for that. But second of all, I don't know, Manny, are you good for one more if she has one?
Sure.
Okay, we'll tap it out with that one. Melissa, if you're in the chat, please let us know what we could play for you if you have a request, and yours will be our last one for sure, because then we got to call it a night, guys. But it's been an awesome night hanging out with y'all.
Yeah, I've been enjoying these. So I look forward to the next one. Oh, I slipped off the rope. See, this is the hard part. I'm telling you, man. Like, trying to jump off of a rope or a ladder is the hardest part of this game.
Yeah.
You have to be precise.
Do you remember how this game was like one of the launch titles on the Wii Virtual Console?
Yeah, I bought it. I absolutely destroyed this game on that virtual console.
Isn't that weird how this like obscure NES game was one of the first games on the Wii console?
Yeah, it was Wii U. Yeah.
Oh, Wii U, yeah.
And I just kept pushing the high score, and I wasn't cheating either. It was legit. I made it. I figured it out. Figured out how to pass all the stages and just get it down pat.
It was there that is where you mastered it, right?
Uh-huh. Yeah. I really just persevered. Come home from work, put that on. Of all things, Spelunker.
You come home from a stressful day at work to one of the most stressful NES games.
I did a lot of great things on that virtual console, the Wii U one.
Man, the virtual console was awesome for the time and for what it stood for, what it was. It's such a shame that Nintendo didn't just like keep going with it.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I guess it works the way things are now. If they, as long as they stick to it, that's my thing. Is like, pick something and keep carrying it with each new console. Don't make people rebuy things. Don't make, don't start a whole new service.
Yeah, this is like the fourth time that they've done that. Started over. And then it's not like you start over and from day one you have everything available. No, they drip feed it for the next 5 years. So it's like you get the same library handed to you again over 5 years. I don't know. Like, I'm so tired of seeing a Mario Brothers release. I really am. There's so many other cool titles they could put out.
The original Super Mario Brothers has been released so many times. It's like if they're gonna do it again, they need to do it with like completely new sprite swap or something.
Mm-hmm. Like what All Stars was when that came out.
Yeah, exactly.
Oops. Yeah, but Wii U... Sorry.
Oh, no, I was going to say, Melissa has not come through on the chat, so I'm not sure if we're going to get a request from her. But if you are watching, thank you so much for that donation.
I'll give her some time. What time is it? I don't even know.
I don't think you want to know. Your time, it's 2:13.
Yeah, okay. Maybe if she doesn't come up with one, I'll just throw something on to end it out.
Yeah.
So, Wii U Virtual Console, this was like one of the ones you said, the first ones that came out, so I played this like crazy. My first Wii U game was actually, like, this is the funny part, is a lot of the games I had were not modern games on the Wii U. It was Wind Waker, which I hadn't played since GameCube, of course, but boy, that was fun on the Wii U. And so then I played Spelunker and Final Fight and Super Ghouls and Ghosts. And I played them so much, I got to know them so well. I was able to clear both games with default settings minus the difficulty, which I amped up to 11. So I put it on the hardest mode.
Oh my gosh.
Oh man, like I tried again to do it. Super Ghouls and Ghosts especially, because you have limited continues. But what I didn't know is if you get 10 money bags, you actually earn a continue. So there are some levels where you can farm those money bags and build up your continues. And then Final Fight, well, I always used to play as Cody. Well, guess what? Hagar is actually so much better.
Yeah, I used to always play as Hagar. I used to love playing as him.
Yeah.
Do you remember how great the Sega CD version of that was?
Yeah, because the audio.
Such a great port, yeah, with that music.
Alright, gotta shoot flare. Ah! If the flare touches you, you die. If the bat's droppings touch you, you die. If the steam vent touches you, you die. There we go. The bat's dropping. I mean, what else could it be, right?
he's dropping on you.
You know what game really, to this day, irritates me I can't beat?
Which one?
It has been Blaster Master.
You've never beaten the original?
I've gotten to the end boss. So I started by playing Blaster Master Zero, which is not a full recreation of the first game, but it's very much similar. Has similar bosses. The layout's a little bit different.
Yeah, that version I beat, but I'm like you. I could never beat the original.
Yeah, well, you get to World 8. I could get to World 8, no problem. But the problem is the controls for doing the wall climbing and ceiling climbing are really, really difficult. And what happens is there's really just like no remorse in that last world. I got to the last boss. I just couldn't kill him. I knew the moves. I knew how to get past him because I had done it so many times in Zero. But he beat me, and I ran out of lives and continues, and that was it. That's one that's like on my redemption list there. I have to get through that.
Yeah, redemption list. I like that. Well, Melissa has come through on the chat. She says, my request is that you guys get some rest.
All right, we could do that.
Very kind of you. Thank you, Melissa. I'm sure we both appreciate that, actually.
All right, so I will finish the level. Stream. Yeah, and we'll do that.
We've been streaming almost 4 hours.
Yeah, 3.5 hours on my end.
Wow. Oh, yeah, we started a little later. Yeah, so 3.5 hours. Yeah.
Any lives here? No? All right.
Yeah, see if you can beat the stage, and we'll probably...
Yeah. Well, here's... So each stage has 4 parts. I was just going to go to this end here, but this is the third part we'd be going into. But each stage has 4 parts, and I think there are 4 stages in total. So you get 16 zones.
Well, there we go, guys.
Yeah, I got to stop or I'm going to keep going.
I know, right? This one's addictive. I remember you mastered this one. So it's probably bringing back memories of like wanting to beat it. But it's been awesome, man. It's been awesome. Great stream tonight. Really enjoyed hanging out with you guys and just all these cool games. I mean, looking back over this list of requests we had and went through, we went through Darkwing Duck. We started things off with Manny playing Adventures of Dino Riki. Then we jumped into Darkwing Duck, Super C, Flying Dragon, which was a game I'd never seen before, Silver Surfer, WrestleMania, Rygar, Karate Kid, G.I. Joe Atlantis Factor, Friday the 13th, Tetristar, another game that neither Manny and I had played, and Monster Party, and now finally we end with Spelunker. What a cool, eclectic batch of games we had tonight.
Yeah, really.
Truly. And all thanks to you guys. So thank you so much for watching. And it's been another great Friday night hanging out with you. And we hope to see you next time here on My Retro Live. This is Tyler and Manny signing off.
Good night, everyone. Thanks. See you next time.